Please, paint me like one of your French girls, huh? How's it going, stream? Or like he needs to prepare for an hour-long derailing of pre-submitted questions. You're not wrong. Okay. So yes, my couch has arrived. So now I can calmly and relaxingly enjoy my TV and playing on PlayStation. Let's adjust this a little bit, make you a little bit higher. Man, if you're oh my godding that, you have no idea what my birthday Instagram post could be. No idea. I still don't have any idea. I'm still figuring that out. Okay, I can sleep over now. Yeah, you can. It's I mean, I like it. It's a little bit stiff, and that's cool. But you know, just add some extra cushions and shit, and you'll be fine. How's everybody? Hello. Yes. Yes, look at all these. Look at all this. Wasn't even online at that point. At what point? What point were we not online? Going to be a series? Well, I like to set an expectation, Siren, so I can just break it down the road. You know, it'll just be episode 1. We'll upload it to YouTube, and people just sit there for years and be like, "Where's episode 2?" And it never comes out. Happy birthday! Oh, congratulations, Mom. Didn't know it was your birthday. Let's get it. Happy birthday via Twitch, sir. Twitch's birthday too? Good God, everybody's got birthdays today. Let's get these things out of my pocket and put it on my desk. Definitely a lot of derailing expected. Oh, coach. Happy birthday! Argus, it's your birthday? Let's go, Argus. It's your birthday. He's happy. He's stoked. He's very happy. What day were you even conceived? Like mentally conceived. Not, you know, just mentally. When, buddy? When? I don't know. But if you like this shirt, it's a fun workout shirt. You can always get it off my merchy place. It's good stuff. I like it. Let me just shout out my own stuff. There you go, Kitsu. You got it. You got it. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling like nauseous level of anxious right now. Not gonna lie. Let's just sip on this water that's lightly coated with milk. How's everybody? Today's just a chatty day. I'm low-key debating taking off the exercises. I already did my work this morning, and as you may have noticed, somebody's birthday happened, so to celebrate their day, I like to do whatever the hell I want. Screw you all. Why anxiousness? It just is. It's because it's something I haven't done, and I'm like, I love giving advice on stuff, but I am neither a doctor / physician or a nutritionist, dietitian. Like, I mean, I do PT, but it's not like I'm a leading researcher in the terms of like fitness. You know what I'm saying? I only rolled out of bed when I got the notification. Well done. Well done. We know, and we is here. You are here. We're all here to celebrate and have a good time. We could just like, as like a breaking the ice, just go over all the what I deem Kitsu questions. Now, Kitsu was not the one that asked all of these. Just, I'm, due to what they are, I'm just deeming them Kitsu questions. Be honored! Do itty. Itty bitty little spider. The nature of the questions. Yeah. Yeah, there's something. Fair. It's like fair. You might be able to tell which ones are, but not all of them. Like I said, there's some other people asking these questions, and then there's some that might be a little silly, but they're still worth. It's not a bad question. There's never a bad question. So I can't type. I'm washing dishes. Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe we should stop washing dishes. But we're gonna try to be very relaxed. See if we can tone out my anxiety. Yeah. And there's a lot of big questions that when I did some write-ups, I immediately started going into tangents, random tangents. So I mean, it is what it is. We'll have to go through it as we go through it. I almost just want to sit here and chat more before even getting into it, but I don't know. Ooh, do we have quality options today? Is that a thing? Oh, dude, I didn't even set. You know what I didn't set? A question of the day. I should make a question of the day. Where's my command? Don't ask it, because I haven't made it yet. It's still the old one. There are quality options. Sir, yes! How long did it take you to set up the couch? I don't know. I didn't check the video. I did a recording of me setting it up, and I wanted to make a time lapse. I actually have a time lapse that's 10 minutes of me setting up my second desk. It's this one here. It's kind of the big L one. It's not this one that Argus is sitting on. That one was set up first before I even started recording anything, which is unfortunate. But the other one is a time lapse, and I wanted to make this one a time lapse as well. So I should get those on YouTube. But I can check the recording to see how long it is. Trying to think of something here. What is... There we go. You know what? We're gonna just go with it. We're just gonna go with it. Shit! No, what? I have to hit the submit button. There we go. Now the question of the day is set. Couch setup speedrun. I mean, right? I mean, I didn't do a speedrun, and it seems to be working all right. Let's see. Let's take a look. File Explorer. I do have some potential motivational music set up as well as a like, is this something we want to listen to today kind of thing. Can I just not? There we go. I pause it immediately. It's 40 minutes. It took me 40 minutes to set it up. I got it before noon and I was done by noon. It was pretty fun. That includes unpacking it. You know what I'm saying? And like actually physically bringing it into the room because it's all my living room. And then I hit play and then I carted them all in here and here we go. Please do. What am I doing? Well, couch. Okay, whoa. Guys, what do I eat? Chocolate. I have enough to send you. Oh, please send chocolate. Gotcha. Excellent. I had cake. I'm trying to figure out what kind of picture I want to have with my cake for my birthday. You may have seen prior birthdays, but really the cake picture was only last two years ago. I don't know what I did last year. Oh, I think last year was the sword review video. That's what I did. So it didn't really have cake. We were gifted a 2-kilogram block snacking chocolate for, oh Jesus. I mean, maybe start with some water and I don't know, toast and eggs. And then just start nomming on chocolate for the duration of this video. I don't know. Figure something out. Have something nice and then go to town. McSquish is my vote. But like, cake destruction makes me sad. McSquish. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I might. We'll see. Did I even see the original question? Should I eat chocolate for breakfast or make a shake? Make a shake, then go into the chocolate. I've read it, okay? I read it. Don't judge me. Don't judge. Jeez, Louise. Yeah, currently I have 2 options for my cake picture. Others were made. I would just have to take them, which I could do. One that I haven't done involved dressing up in Argus's fatherhood figure costume, Kigurumi, and trying to sneak away with the cake. One of the ones that was made had to do with Mortal Kombat, and the third one was borderline OnlyFans. just because I thought it was topping me sitting on the toilet with a cake. So I don't know. It's not OnlyFans material, it's just borderline. Could be really entertaining. Might be too much. But I think it's hilarious. And my inspiration comes from Nathan Fillion in Firefly. And if you know the episode, you know the episode. But there's a moment where he's strutting around in a desert, and that's all I'll say. That sounds amazing. I'll start healthy, yes. One time I did add chocolate to it. Since I used banana as a fruit, it was divine. I mean, why not? I have a chocolate protein powder. It tastes chocolatey. In the nudie. In the nutty. In the almost nutty. Is it OnlyFans if you aren't being smutty? I don't know. I tried to make it amusing, but somehow I got the picture with me winking, so it could be smutty. I don't know. It's a big toss-up. Maybe I'll just like do something else and then throw that up next year. I don't know. When I get the balls to do it. Kitsu, Siren, Kitsu. Wow! What is going on here? Let's oh god. Okay. Let's start with the first one, right? We got, I don't know. Can I set like a text? Oh no, I didn't do a text thing, did I? That would be really helpful for me in terms of like you know what, let's do it, because then you'll know what I'm talking about while it's up and we can change it as we go. We're gonna set up a text. We're gonna call it health questions, and we're gonna, well, let's pick a good font because I'm a big fan. I don't know what size we're gonna make this. Can we say test? Oh, there it is. Fantastic. Can I do a background on it? So there you go. Let's make it orange. I like orange. Let's do that. Boom. Is there a background? Opacity. There we go. Can I like take out the corners a little bit? No. It's gonna be a straight up square. Okay. So we're gonna stick with that. Text transform. I don't know what that does, but let's roll with it. We're gonna put this here, right? No, we're gonna put it there. That looks fancy. Oh Jesus. Okay. You know what? Let's go with it. Let's make it a little bit smaller. It reading the question. Who's tossing now? I've seen it on your Insta. It is more humorous than anything else, like a typical. Oh no! But that was last one. I'm talking about what I've made. I have two new ones. One is just hilarious, and the other one is, I think, hilarious. Honestly, I think it's hilarious, but it could be construed in other ways. Okay, let's make this slightly smaller. Oh. Yeah, I know, it's a big O. Actually, what am I saying? If I want to make it smaller, I just do this. I'm dumb. Okay. So we're gonna call this one Dear Nix. Okay. So this one is Dear Nix. It goes, Dear Nix, at the age of 40, is it odd that one of my testicles is larger than the other two? To which I say, with a normal set of two testicles, it is in fact normal that one might be larger than the other. Also, it is normal if one hangs lower than the other. They're not going to be exactly symmetrical. So I can only imagine that this would still hold true for someone who has 3 testicles. But if anything ever feels out of place, if something is if there's any pain or discomfort, I do recommend you go check out your doctor or physician. Yeah, that is question number 1. Right from the start, I'm learning. Right? You know, it's educational. It's very educational. You know what? Let's rename this, because the rest are pretty. That was, I think, the longest answer I gave to all what I'm calling, in brackets, Kitsu questions. Not from Kitsu. There, just for clarification, that is huge. There we go. Let's do that. That seems like the right size. That looks good. Love it. Right? Next thing we had, should I poop while I run? Now, I mean, I wouldn't say it's ideal, but let's say, for example, you're being chased by a bear or a lion or something that's going to eat you or kill you or shoot you. I mean, go for it. I wouldn't say go stop to squat. Just poop your pants. Keep running. Make sure you get to safety first thing. It's perfectly fine to poop yourself while you run. And in fact, you could use it as some sort of self-defense weapon. Grab it and throw it at your attackers or pursuers. You know, much like a monkey would. Otherwise, I'd save it for a toilet. Yeah. Depends on the situation. That's not one of mine. Kitsu's just gonna go straight up, be like, this one is, this one isn't. This one is, this one isn't. It would be like a petal on a flower. I need to be right back, Siren, but I want to learn more. Yes, also do practice good hygiene. If you're going to interact with anybody later or touch your face, please do wash your hands thoroughly. You don't want to give yourself pink eye or other people, you know what I'm saying? Where are you going, Siren? I need to know. Apes have been known to do this. It's true. It's true, right? You never know. You never know. Can I just like delete these as I go? Because that would make things really kind of simple for me. Let me know how far I am. Burritos. So are you saying the after effect of burritos or burritos like just starting burritos? So the consumption of, because that doesn't take long, but the dealing with the aftermath might take some time. Chocolate covered pretzel. What about a chocolate covered? Oh, wait. Are you talking about putting poop on a pretzel and calling it a chocolate covered pretzel? I'm confused. You're making burritos? Because then they have food to chill with. Oh, wait, he's making it or receiving? Or she, I believe. They. Fuck it. I'm gonna say they is everybody's they from now on. Can't get it wrong. That person. Making. I'm assuming receiving them. Like someone's already made them, someone has ordered them, she making them. Oh, damn it. You're making them. How long is this gonna take? Do I ask another one? The next one is also about poop. The question being, do you poop before or in between sets? Sets being sets of repetition at the gym, you know what I'm saying? So you're doing some reps, you're doing some squats, doing 10 squats. Do you poop before you start or do you do it in between the sets? You know what I'm saying? And with, wait. Oh, dude, I've got the wrong mix. What is this? There we go. Let's play from here. We're restarting that song because there's two CDs by Rifty Beats, which is up here, right? You can see Rifty Beats up in the corner here. He's the one that's put these tracks together, or Random Beats, Rifty Beats. I don't know what the actual name is. We can put both. He's definitely got a YouTube channel and some other places. The two discs for the Final Fantasy VII Lo-Fi track. If you ever feel like listening to it, it's a big track that I'm a fan of. But there's two, and we were only playing the first one, so that's why we already cycled to the first song that we started with when we turned on the whole thing. But now we're gonna cycle through both. So there's twice as many songs, 17, twice as many, and some change. And so oh wait, we didn't give any shout outs, did we? We got one, we need one for Mang, we need one for Kitsu. I don't know who else here is streaming. I mean, hell, we can just shout out people because we can. Just shout out Val too. Shout out my mother. Shout out myself. Shout them all out. Shout them all out! The command has been given. Right, you got a guy right on you. Wow, this is violent very quickly. Yeah. There we go. I got Kitsu. Look at that. You got my mother.
The guy outside on her.
Yeah. Shout out to my mother for making me indeed. Also for getting my cake. That was a joy.
Dude, I need to hit that ammo box.
I'm feeling a little bit less nauseous. Oh, I wish I should have just made tea or something for this. I wonder what else we're gonna get.
Where you at?
God, and while we're in Big View, just look at this gorgeous cup. So gorgeous, right? It's all red on the inside. There's a black version. I mean, it's black and white. It's like a cookie, you know? Oh, Mom, what a beautiful clip. I love it. You should make a hot chocolate. I should. It's tempting, but I didn't. I did add some new sound alerts. Okay, I added a new sound alert, and oh, this is fun. And I added 2 sounds to pre-existing commands. Why are we doing a second one for myself? Shout out sound alerts, fantastic. Oh my god, is that actually gonna work? Thanks for the shout out. I'm enjoying the comment about jumbo testicles. For sure, considering we just talked about it today too. Look at that woofie! There's a woofie here. Woofies are cool. Okay, now I'm gonna put you on the big screen. You know what's great? I can do that now. I mean, I could have done it before, but I can do that and relax on the couch and then respond on my phone. Oh, this is a spicy one. Look at that beard though, dude. That is a glorious beard. That head shave. I've got a great shaped head. Look at this hair. I've got great hair. It's amazing. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm panicking a little bit. That's not a good time.
It's like being able to see death walk towards you. You're not.
Oh, this is a long
immediately
one.
dead. There isn't this immediate inferno.
You do you.
But you can see it walk towards you and slowly envelop you.
Talking about Apollo XXX at this point, which is up until like 3 weeks ago my hottest spice. Now it's my second hottest.
Like I'm already getting water
Oh.
in my eyes. The look of suffering.
I also don't know if my mic sounds less echoey now because of my couch. I feel like my couch really added some dampening to this room. You do you till regret. Yeah, regret. It's literally called regret.
And I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yes, bearded snowman, your Schwartz is in fact as big as mine. How you doing? We need a shout out for the yes. The yes. Bearded Mr. Snowman. Oh, this one. This is the first clip I had, I think. Honestly, this is my one of my favorite playthroughs of Phasmo, period. He sounds like Goofy when he dies, and the fact he faded out rather than just like a hard cut was glorious.
You are evil.
It doesn't help that we're in the asylum, so the like crazy laughter just kind of adds to the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Makes it sweet, makes it succulent. You know what? I'll do it. Nope, nope. Kitsu got it. I'm too impatient. What can I say? What are we looking at?
Was habanero.
Habanero beans. I haven't had spicy
It
beans.
got stuck in my teeth and it just sat there and burned.
I wonder if it would be worse than hot sauce. Mr. 12 million Scoville. Regret hot sauce. I want to see your face bigger. Why is my screen so small? I can't grab
I
it.
just magically ran out of them.
I feel like that's more like a dream, not a shame. Also, if anyone's willing to redesign my UI, let me know. And by UI, I mean my overlay. Damn it! Can I like cancel this immediately? Because we've already seen this. Where's my alerts? Alerts? Alerts. Alerts? Shut up. Oh my god. How did you do that? That's amazing! I didn't know that was a command! Kitsu, you are a god. How are you, Bearded Snowman? Welcome to our Healthcast, the first one ever, and potentially the only one. Oh god, I just realized I never answered the question. So do I poop before or in between sets? Before. I poop before my first set. Honestly, it helps make sure that I'm not gonna have any surprises during my exercises, and it makes me lighter, feel less like, I don't know, obstructed internally, and that I'm not weighed down No risk of embarrassing farts, let alone sharts. Too much time wasted if you're going in between sets to go to the bathroom. Too much time, right? I need to keep that under control, tight, and no time wasting. So, poo before, and if you can't, poo after. Relief is a good thing. I'm good. Yourself? I'm good. We're currently in the Kitsu Questions phase of our Healthcast. They're not specifically from Kitsu. That's kind of loud. Maybe I should make it a little bit quieter. But they're just questions that I feel we should knock out of the way in the beginning. The next one being, Nix, do these nipple pasties make my penis look small? The next one is fitness nut in my mouth. And with that, we're done. The Kitsu questions. Did that one come with an image? There were no images. There were 0 images with any of those. But yeah, that's that. And if you guys ever come up with any questions during this, feel free to drop them down. We're not just limited to what was previously asked, but this is just what's going to help us kind of work through in between questions, I suppose. They're not very good at trolling them. I mean, suppose. But I'm definitely not, if they would have come with an image, I'm definitely not putting it up. It is only on the internal end of things.
Did somebody say potato?
Mom, why are you so obsessed with potato? Stop it. Why is lead bad for my diet? Lead? I feel like it's just not something that was meant to be digested. I could be wrong, but it's not part of your regular minerals and vitamins. Some might say it's poisonous. Maybe. Not an expert. But thank you, Viv. We need to shout out for Viv. What is the single best exercise for toning the tummy? I mean, it's not a bad question. I totally misspelled that, but you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it. Is that gonna fit? Oh, dude, that fits. That's amazing. Single best exercise. I don't know why I put a quotation in there. I really don't need the quotation. We get the idea. It was asked. Ab rolling. I mean, it depends on what you mean by toning. Letters Renal uses the cast for hard lollies. Are you talking about toilets? That's not even ingesting it. Or are you talking about like lollipops? And it was like the stick that held the lollipop. But when you're talking about toning, do you mean to add definition or to like discover the definition by uncovering layers of fat? If it's the first one, I mean, I should probably put Buff Tato up. It was redeemed. It should happen. Let's do it. Where were we? What is this? Hoodie? This is lame. I can just put on a hoodie. Who designed some of these filters? I don't even know. Selfie flip? We just put it backwards. What is this? What do some people do? I don't understand what they're doing, okay? It's crazy. Hey, crappy Apex TV guy, what's going on? Welcome, my friend. Thanks for lurking. Okay, I need to take a look at my notepad and add people that were here from Flight Team. We got him. We got Crappy. We got the bearded one. And I think that's what we had so far. Kitsu, bearded, Crappy. It's good. We're there. We're there. Why are you a nerd? And if I have a mod in here, could you please just write down these questions as they come and just like send them to me so that I don't lose track, because convo is gonna keep going. Generally weight loss toning. Okay, so I'm going to just highlight this so I know where I left off in the chat. So there's no real way, there's no single best exercise to tone your belly. because all of them will do. The myth that like doing abs will get rid of the belly fat on my abs is just purely that a myth. There's no exercise that will target fat in particular areas of your body. It just comes off in the order that it basically goes on, like in reverse. So, you know, you lean mean fighting machine at 5% body fat and you get to like 10% and it's all in your gut. That's the last place it's going to disappear from. You know what I'm saying? If it goes in your arms after that, you hit 15, and your legs, that's where it's going to come from first. And then if it's something else, you know, that's what I'm saying. So there's like no like, you're not. Now everyone will take me more seriously. Yeah, there you go. Wait, first in, first out. It's the other way around, Viv. It's first in, last out. Really. Because if I gain muscle in my belly first and then it starts spreading to other areas, when I start to do stuff, it's not going to disappear from my belly first. It's going to disappear from what was latest in. Latest in, first out? Does that work? LIFO? Maybe? I don't know, man. I don't know. But like, if you want to add some definition, if you can already kind of see some of the stomach, then I'm a big fan of the static core exercises like planks, V-sits, hollow body, that kind of thing. If you want obliques, you're gonna have to do probably things like bicycles, teapots, side planks, that kind of thing, little dips. But honestly, the best way to get to your abs, good food. You can't see me, but I'm checking off my hand right here. There's one finger is eating good, right? 2 is making sure you work out consistently, and 3 is get good sleep, man. Do not underestimate good sleep. It can absolutely fuck with your system. Oh god, there was things in my mouth there. That was unfortunate. Why are you a nerd? I'm a nerd because I'm a nerd. I don't know if that answered your question, but I hope it did.
Oh, fucking knackered. Oh fuck, here we go. The birds and the bees. Fucking knackered. About that. Because you were at up all night. The birds and the bees. Oh fuck, here we go.
I
fucking knackered.
am gonna be the party pooper.
Oh fuck, here we go. The birds and the bees.
Boom.
Fucking knackered. Because you were up all night.
We'll keep. No.
Roger.
We'll keep that for now.
Because you were up all night. Like that. Roger.
I'm gonna do that. I know, I'm an asshole. Don't question it. But we can do a plank as a potato, by the way, for the person that redeemed the plank siren. Yeah, we gotta focus on the questions. I mean, I just feel like chilling, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we're still gonna do it. We got 20 minutes of Scottish accent to do. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay? Believe it. Believe it. Okay? But no, I'm just being weird, don't mind me. So I knew as soon as one went down, I'm like, oh shit, he's going for a full half hour. Get on that before it's too late. Okay. But I think I left the one. No, I didn't. Screw it all. Okay, I might even get rid of the workout ones. We'll see as we go. You've got to head out. Okay, you got cool kid stuff to do. So I'll leave you with this one question. What's the single best thing you can do when you're absolutely craving good? Craving. But you know you already ate enough that day. Oh, you've done. Shut up. Have a good night, bearded snowman. We can resort to that question next. And you can always check later to make sure you're in on it. Oh dude, that happens live. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. That's amazing. Let's not make it live. What can I do to... What's the word I'm looking for? Fight cravings when I ate enough. Oh god, that's gonna be a long one. That is a long mother. That is a longie. There we go. When I ate enough. Okay! Wait, how long have we been potato? And then we're gonna go into plank, then we're gonna be Scottish. That was 7 minutes ago. Food. Oh, when you're craving food, that makes sense. I was, yeah, that's right. Food. What, say potato. You don't have hands! You don't have hands. Wait. Last in, last out. That's also not true. uh, last one in is the first one out. God, because he was a drama club nerd in high school. He's not wrong, and he didn't even grow up with me. Flight Team Lurk, I know, because we have a Sovereign, Hill, and Vic. It's historical education from the Gold Rush is so much fun, and we can watch them making the lollies. Now everyone will take you more seriously. Okay. Okay. Oh, well, I accidentally skipped that question. Am I going to eat cake on stream? Probably not. I had a good quarter of the cake already, and that was only like a half hour ago. So, not yet. Maybe? We'll consider it. Okay. Rushing to get ready. Sorry. Anyway, see you later. Absolutely, dude. But yes, okay. Single best. What can you do to fight cravings when you've already eaten enough? I find actually having water on hand is quite helpful, because sometimes when you actually get that desire for hunger, it's just actually for water, for thirst. It's not actually like a hunger. Could be crazy, but I think it's true. You know what I'm saying? It helps. So sometimes just having something to sip on water-wise can help kind of curb that craving. Not looking at food, occupying yourself with something else. I mean, I would just default to water. Drink some water. Like if you need to, drink a whole cup, maybe 2, and go from there and see what happens. It's good for you. Water is good for you. Some of you struggle to get more water. Could it be from a nutrient deficiency? Not that I am like an expert, but oh shit. Okay, we're gonna keep track, I swear. But I mean, it could be, but I don't know. Without seeing what you're eating and what happened, I can't really say anything about it. But yeah, I mean, heck, sometimes even if you think you ate enough, sometimes you actually do need more. Sometimes more will actually help you lose weight, for example, than less. It's a weird thing with our bodies, absolutely. Satiation can help with hunger. The body prefers things like fat and other slow burn supplements. Bone broth can provide satisfaction. Fuck it, he likes it. To help with preventing craving. There you go, try some bone broth. I do enjoy a good bone broth, just saying. My mommy makes some good ones too. Okay. Let's do a planky. A planky danky? Hanky planky. I can just do it on my couch, dude. And then we're gonna be Scottish. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. You know what? I'm not even gonna share the timer. You're just gonna have to bear with me. Alright. Here we go. Here's our 1 minute plank. Get up. What's my shield? There goes my shield. Oh god. That seems perfectly fine. Let's fist it up. There we go. No bunged up wrist. We're almost halfway. Oh man! We're gonna make our wee. We're past halfway now. That I lied. You're only halfway now. Okay? You still got 30 seconds to work through it. So I hope you're working hard. Oh Christ, yeah, I already did my exercise today. I think that's all I'm gonna do. Oh shit. You got 15 seconds, man. You're gonna make it. Keep working on it. Do your plank. Don't die. 7 seconds. Holy shit. Alright, just work a little bit more. Just work a little bit more. Ah, yeah. That's good now. That is beautiful. Alright, facts. He's doing shoulder planks. A plank is a plank, mate. Stop it. I could do the other one if you really want me to. To be fair though, I did elevate my feet, so that does kind of put it somewhere between, like, you know, elbow and shoulder. We'll say we're like mid-arm planks. Alright, what was I looking at now? Oh, there's a cake question. Here I have a hybrid accusation question. Why haven't you told people about the benefits of bone broth in helping with satiation, weight loss, maintenance, and overall health benefits? Probably because I'm not as aware of it as you are. I mean, I know there's always good things from bone broth, but I've never actually like looked into it, so that's probably why. But absolutely, drink bone broth, people. Actually, one of my proteins is part from bone stuffs. It's quite fascinating. Save the plank for an example of how to do it properly. Whoa, why didn't I read that first? God damn, I mean, we can always go over it anyway. Brushing to get away, could it be? What do you do when your streamer is food? Siren, are you planning to eat your streamers? Please don't. It's not nice. At least ask them first, you know what I'm saying? And bacon bits. Sour cream. Oh no, that's not good. And that's how Nick breaks his couch. We're planking on it. If that's what happened, I demand a refund because that is not worth $1,200. He won't break the couch. We need a plank to assist with your planks. What do you mean I need a plank to assist with my planks? What the fuck are you talking about? Was it referring to his body position? I meant for under his hands. Oh, aye. That makes sense. Yeah, I kind of go on my hands because then it does a full one of these, and that's kind of unpleasant. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of shoulder, how often do you do pike push-ups? I don't. Maybe once per season. Not that often actually, but it's very good for shoulder development. I did 60. Nice. Save the streamers. Absolutely. I'm all for saving the streamers. There we go. This one's going to be about why. There we go. We're going to answer this one, I think, now. We're going to blow it up so that it fits the screen a wee bit easier. Maybe make it easier to read. I don't know. I don't know what is going on. Are you guys satisfied so far with how things are going? I imagine somebody's going to say, no, you took away shit. That's what I like to do to you. Now you've got to sit here and just watch you. What the fuck is this channel going on here? Alright, the next one. That was kind of preemptively sat in before we made the stream, you know what I'm saying? Why is fat under muscle? And I mean, it's not like I studied biology or anything like that, but the muscle is needed to move the bones so they're actually physically attached to them, you know what I'm saying? And so if the muscle are under it, it'd be kind of getting in the way of being able to use your own body. And fat is just an energy source, really, slash insulation. So it's based on the outside, you know, so it's going to go under the skin but over the muscles, and that way, I mean, so long as you don't have an overabundance of it, it's not going to get in your way. It's not going to limit your mobility. I mean, I've seen people that are actually quite overweight, but they're still doing things like backflips, and it's crazy because I can't even do one. So aye, straight and simple, store it on top. I mean, it hits everybody a wee bit differently too, where it might store first, but I mean, that's the big thing, is that the fat doesn't actually physically move your body, so it doesn't need to really be attached in that way to the bones. It's going to be on top of the muscles. Hips, eh? Is that what is going for you? I did read some studies that are like, in general, because everybody's going to be storing it a wee bit differently, but in general, like, yes, it's gonna hit everybody kind of in the stomach first, but it's going to do more so for men, and then for women it's going to start kind of spreading it more towards your hips, your thighs, in your butt, your boobs, and kind of shoulders. It's gonna almost in a way accentuate you a bit more, which kind of is a fascinating little tip in terms of like prolonging human race, you know what I'm saying? keeps the men interested, keeps things happening, keeps there being more people. Whereas for us guys, it just likes to hit your gut hard and then it kind of starts spreading everywhere else. But again, it's going to be a wee bit different for everybody, from person to person. You know, some are more pear-shaped, some are more apples, some are bananas. You know, just kind of like the body type there. But for the most part, the stomach's the very last place you're going to lose it if you want to see that, those abdominals. There's something I was going to say. I didn't remember. Oh, aye. Women by nature are going to have a higher percentage of body fat than men in general. And that's just the way it is. I mean, you could absolutely probably drop it down, but it might not become healthy at a certain point. It could be a block of cheese and someone somewhere would still be interested. I mean, there are guys like that. I did work with one that, I mean, I swear to God, you put a skirt on a goat and he'd probably go after it anyway. It's kind of scary if you actually ask me. No. But aye, there's a wee bit of science behind it to kind of back it up, you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at that, look at those bits. Alright chat, we've got to make a decision now. We've got to make a decision. Because I'm not quite sure, I haven't committed to it. What kind of stream do we want this to be? Do we want it to be spicy or not? Because that would happen with bits. You know what I'm saying? I also know a lot of people who love cheese. I mean, I absolutely love cheese. I love most forms of dairy. I have a lot of milk. Big fan of milk. Cheese, absolutely. Yogurt on occasion. Butter. You can never go wrong with butter. The body's equilibrium is resistant to being upside down. That's why it's so hard to do backflips. I mean, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely you do. I say save your butthole. So that's a vote for not spicy. Oh, and the other thing that's kind of handy about kind of putting it towards your gut first rather than, let's say, your arms or your legs is it's a little bit more central to your body. You know what I'm saying? So it keeps it a little bit more from keeping you out of balance. Right? Where our bodies are kind of smart that way. So it's not going to like make you feel incredibly lopsided. It's good stuff, huh? What are you eyeing? Did you want there to be spicy? Oh, I see. There's multiple votes actually. Siren's saying spicy, Val's saying not, Meng is saying not. We're gonna leave it up for a wee bit longer. I think we could actually make it like an official poll for like 10-20 minutes. I don't know. Then again. But aye, Viv is absolutely right. You've got it takes a lot of training to get yourself to do that. It's just amazing when I see people that can do that you don't necessarily look at as being in good shape or like even athletic, you know? But that's why you can't really judge someone on it. I mean, I bet you it'd be more bits for me, but there's also a protection thing. We have a lot of bone protection in your torso, but your gut generally is quite exposed. It's also true. It's also true. So it could slow something potentially. But as soon as we made swords and guns, it's kind of limited its protective uses, I think. You want the biddies. Of course I want the biddies. I want all the biddies. I got shit to pay for, you know. I've got a mic coming in that I bought for no good reason and I didn't know why. Stop giving me your biddies! But thank you for my favourite kind of biddies. Look at that, he's a big hand up there. Wait, have you reached 1,000 yet? I didn't even know. Oh, there you are, 710. You're a wee bit away from getting the butt emoji, which I just got fixed for tonic. Val, what are you doing? Stop cheering for me. God, what is going on here? Just because it's my birthday. Look, I read it just as you're typing it. I mean, it might not seem the same with stream delay, but as soon as I got it, was about halfway through talking. Stop it! You guys are crazy. Let's go on to the next question. Here we go. Let's go to the next question. Right. So far we're voting not spicy, but I'll leave that option up for everybody. You know what? We'll put it in an official poll. Oh Christ. Oh, that's the wrong area. How often? Can I read this? Because there we go. Now I might be able to read it. Hey, there we go. I can't type right now. Alright, this is actually a common one I've had before. Well, that's a wee long one, isn't it? Can we just like shovel you over? Oh my god, it's a really long one. Alright. What if we do that? There we go. That's a wee bit more consumable. Alright, I can drink some water, right? That makes sense. Well, oh, here we go. Hey Dan, how are you doing, mate? How's your life? Thank you for the hydrate. Just trying spicy, and if they want it, they can pick. Otherwise, it's bits. That's true. Fuck it. Nah. Alright, we'll turn it on now. We'll say they're spicy enabled. So if anyone that has given bitties wants me to do some spices, just let me know. That should be up now. Look at you guys in your beds. So many, thank you. Tired, how about you? I'm also feeling a wee bit tired. I was feeling nervous. I'm feeling a little bit less nervous now. This is the first time we're just doing a chatting stream, you know what I'm saying? I got my couch, so I might end up even sleeping on it tonight just to break it in. Aye. Let me write down that you were here. The bearded snowman. We got Dan was here. Okay, you're almost done. What are you almost? Oh, you're making dishes. Making dishes. You're washing dishes. All right. So the next one that we got was how often should I weigh myself for results? Mang, stop so many bits. Or are you just saying you're almost done with the bits? Look at you. You've made yourself to 1,000, so you should be able to have the butt emoji now. But this has actually been a very common question during like all my years as a PT/fitness coach. And honestly, it's really up to you. There you go, you earned a 1k bits badge. But honestly, I'm not a big fan of weighing yourself every day. There's very little change that you're actually going to experience, even within like a week or two. And it's very important that when you do your measurements, if you want to try to keep accurate track of yourself, that you do it at the same time, right? If you do it before breakfast, always do it before breakfast. If you do it after breakfast, always do it after breakfast. Given your meals might change, so you're going to kind of want to take that into account. Do you take a shite before you take your measurement? Do you piss before your measurement, right? Like all these things kind of add up. You weigh yourself daily. I mean, when I talk to people about what your weight is, I always actually say, it's like, okay, I'm like, right now, I'm about 190, but that's give or take 5 pounds, given on whether I've taken a crap, whether I've just eaten, whether, you know, there's so many little variables. So I'm really in a fluid range. There's a client I had, and I really appreciate what he did. And so he only weighed himself once a month. And that's, I feel, a much better way to kind of get a vibe with where you're going, right? Like if you're weighing yourself every day and it's kind of the same for 5 days in a row, it goes up and then slowly comes down. Like it's kind of, I feel like it might be really easy to get discouraged, depending on your personality, right? Not everybody gets that way. So, I mean, personally, I would say once every other week, if not just once a month. All right. So the other thing is, that's not the only way to check for results. And I'm actually not a fan of weighing yourself to check for results, because perhaps during this time, maybe you're not losing much fat, but you're building muscle. So actually your weight might just start going up and you'll be like, what's going on? Or even if you do lose a bit of fat, but you gain more muscle than you're losing fat, same thing. Or you might be kind of staying at the same weight, but you're looking leaner. So taking measurements is one big way to check for results as you're progressing through your journey. And another thing is progress pictures. Sometimes you just need to look good. Oh fuck, that sounds absolutely, what's the word I'm looking for? Like shallow. But like, some people don't really care about the number. They just want to look and feel good. So taking progress pictures is kind of their way to see their progress. So even if they weigh 200 pounds, if, you know, they have a 32-inch waist and they're, you know, 6 foot, they might still feel really good about themselves once they can see that progress. Nick, stop taking over my car. I went to grab food before stream. I come back and you're full blast in the car. Well, that's not my problem now, is it? Sometimes I just take control of the car. I weigh myself daily. Well, I'm glad I'm in your car, mate. What are you driving, actually? What kind of car do you drive? After poop, before breakfast, or drinking? Aye, see, there you go. Like, that's... You just keep it consistent when you weigh yourself, if you're going to do the weighing method. Although I know you're not really supposed to. What are you not supposed to do? Well, that can be misleading and discouraging. Shallow. Aye, yeah, shallow. That's the word I was looking for. I was going to say, yeah, don't use the scale to gauge your success. Instead, use accomplishments, set micro goals, and beat them. That's actually another way. Vivia's got another good point. You could also measure your progress if, let's say, you are kind of more like, I want to get stronger oriented, rather than focusing on your looks. You could be looking at what you're accomplishing, right? Are you doing more push-ups on the ground? Or have you even made it to the ground to begin with? Are you able to do pull-ups now? Can you run 5 miles instead of 3 before you start, gasping for air? Right? There's a whole lot of ways to do it that doesn't have to be reliant on the scale. And actually, I feel like the scale should be the last thing you do or look at, unless you've got a big journey to do and you're starting from quite overweight and trying to get down. But once you hit a certain point, I feel it's still important to switch into a different form of measurement, depending what your goal is. Your car will be my car soon, Snowman. Does he have a good car? Do I want it? Do I need to trade? What about before I get chased by Shia LaBeouf? Why are you getting chased by him? Do you like him? Do you want him to like you? I mean, you could use that if he could catch you easily within 5 minutes, but then after a couple months, he kind of catch you for like 30. And then we say, hey, that's progress as well. I'm doing 60 push-ups before getting tired, and I first started when I was tired at 20. But how good are your push-ups? I almost want to see these now. Sure, it is on the wall, but I'm happy. Absolutely, it's still progress, eh? Maybe it's time to work down to a bench or a counter. So you're a little bit lower towards the ground, but not quite, you don't just jump right to the ground. Hip push-ups. Like using the back of a chair to lean forward. Is that, are we, yeah, okay, there we go. Viv and I are talking about the exact same thing. I just got confused about how he wrote it down. You could also use a chair, a bench, a sofa, your bed. I mean, ideally, the less cushiony, the better. You'd rather have something a wee bit more rigid than something that's soft, especially for your wrists. I don't have a lot of room in my room. Well, I mean, you could do it off the kitchen counter, right? You can do it off the living room. You could do it off the steps outside, right? If there's a park that's got stairs, do it off the steps. Screw everybody that might look at you funny. What was the quote that was? It's like, they'll make fun of you while you do it, but then once you've transformed, they're gonna ask you how you did it. It's kind of hilarious, that kind of concept. I rent a room. Oh, aye. Well, I mean, there's everywhere. Trust me, there's a way. We can find a way. We can talk about it. Doing anything is better than nothing. Absolutely. So hell, I mean, still 60 wall push-ups is 60 wall push-ups. Are there any kids' playgrounds nearby? Actual Cannibal. Shia LaBeouf is a song about him chasing you. Oh, I didn't know that. Here's a question for you, Nixon. Well, knee push-ups are also a thing. You could go into knee push-ups, hip push-ups. I'm not familiar with hip push-ups as you're describing them. My only issue with knee push-ups is that 9 times out of 10, most people just get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? The heart of a push-up is that it's actually in a plank. And a lot of people rock their hips back when they're in a knee push-up, so it's not actually engaging their core, so they're not really doing a proper push-up. What's the best way to motivate yourself to maintain consistency? I might actually table that for a moment, because we have a big topic about motivation coming up. That's kind of in line with what's going on, making Nix do them. What am I doing? Actually, push-ups is on the list too. There's a big question about push-ups. I could jump those a wee bit forward if you wanted me to, but this is going to be a long tangent if we do get there. I was debating doing them in a specific order, but you look at you guys forcing my hand. Get to the list. If we're gonna get to the list, we can get to the list. Next, doing workouts in stream is good for consistency. I mean, you know how often I haven't been doing it, so I've not been consistent with my workouts in stream. Okay. So this next one. Oh, Christ. There we go. We're gonna put you back down here. Alright, so the next one was actually about workout buddies. What are my thoughts on workout buddies? I was starting to do them when he does them. Isn't that a great thing? I'm glad you guys are doing it. That makes me happy. That you're not just staring there watching me do my own exercises. But for those here that don't otherwise work out... So thoughts on workout buddies. I think it's like a huge benefit to have a workout buddy. In fact, it'd be good to have multiple workout buddies, especially if one ends up flaking on you. Which is an unfortunate reality. But if you can pick and choose, pick someone that's not gonna flake on you, you know, but also don't be the ass that keeps flaking on them. Inflation redeemed, doing the 60 for a plank and 10 for anything else. Now I will increase it as it gets easy. That's how I got started. You aren't going to flake on us, are you, Nix? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I cannot tell. Alright? I can. But on the flip side, there's something you can actually also have incredible negative feedback on having a workout buddy, especially if they do flake on you a lot, and can kind of kill your own desire to work out when you constantly get buddies that flake on you. But overall, I think it'd be good, and make sure to have backups. That's my thought on workout buddies. Oh god, I remember who asked me this question. Alright, let's see if this fits. Well, it fits a wee bit. The best fabric for squat leggings. Oh look, I forgot to make it disappear while I was typing it. You aren't going to Hollis go. Pick some of those. Someone who's your pace. Your pace are slightly better. You know? Especially if you're a beginner. Actually, it's not bad to have someone that's better, but have someone that's understanding and doesn't want to just, you know, like, flex on you. That's really important. If someone can run for a mile and you can only do the block, then maybe find someone closer. So I suppose if you're doing running, you sure. But if you have someone that doesn't mind, you know, keeping pace with you, or like, you know, if you go to start walking, they go kind of half a block forward and come back. You know, absolutely find someone like that. Kirby 2866, welcome to the pack. Argus is happy to have you here. Hope you're enjoying the stream. This is not a normal thing that we're having right now, but it's something new that we're trying. That was kind of our challenge for hitting 300 followers. We're just talking about health, fitness, general philosophy, nutrition. I'll let Nix give the proper response. And chat's response. Do tell. I also remember this question. Oh, I don't remember. I mean, did I answer at the time? I don't remember. But honestly, I don't know. I'm not a tailor. I'm not specialized in the magic of fabrics. I haven't done any studies on workout apparel. But I will say probably the biggest thing to look at is sizing. Make sure you get the right size. Just because it hugs your butt nicely doesn't mean it's the right size. You might need something a little bit looser. And even if it is flexible, how thick is the material, right? So if it does have a bit of flex, but you do go a bit too small, and then you go flex too far, it's still gonna, you know, you're gonna have some issues. So if you find a pair that you really like, you know, and you want to stick with it, get it a size bigger, 2 sizes bigger. You know, wear a belt if you have to. But you know, there needs to be flexibility and room to move. There's kind of a ratio there. I did an initial Google search, which apparently told me that polyester or nylon is some of the better fabrics that are more durable, or like some kind of amalgamation of fabrics. Personally, I prefer clothing that's not tight. I know a lot of girls like to go for those tight, skinny, stretchy pants, but I prefer stuff that's actually quite loose. The current pants I use are an Under Armour series. Again, they're not tight, but I did use them for, I think, that picture I got on Instagram of me showing off my ass. But I had to use clips to tighten up the pants so they look tight, but they weren't actually. Otherwise, I just use shorts. So I do prefer loose clothing for my workouts, and I don't really have to worry about potentially ripping them. But I don't remember where I got my Under Armour pants. I can't exactly tell you which ones they are. So again, I do not have a definitive answer for this, but experiment, take a look. I know they can be pretty pricey, but honestly, I would say don't even worry about getting expensive clothing for workouts. You're just going to get sweaty in them and they'll eventually kind of wear out anyway. My shoes are $10 shoes. What I use at the gym, what I use casually, they're $10 shoes. They're not $150. They're not this fancy fucking footwork that's like, oh, helps your foot and contact and support. Nah, they're $10 shoes, mate. If you like the pants and they're super tight but snap under pressure, go a size up. Otherwise, you might even consider looking up a custom tailor to build you your leggings. You know what I'm saying? That's an option right there. You did not. You wrote it down. Oh, aye. If you're like me and you work out solo, then safety equipment's up. And there's the other thing. If you're gonna end up working solo, what do you even need? You know, something that hugs your ass. Safety equipment is absolutely recommended. I started out with just a basic bench and a barbell, and then I dropped the weight in my chest for the third time. I said, fuck this, and bought a squat rack with safety arms and a flat bench instead. But a box of resistance bands can work well as weight plates if you can learn to use them right. Absolutely. I know not all girls like flat, tight stuff. I'm just saying, in general, it seems to be a thing. I guarantee you that, like, 8 out of 10 girls I see at the gym are wearing tight clothing. I'm just saying. I mean, there's some guys that prefer tight clothing too. You know what I hate the most is the guys that wear those muscle shirts that are so loose you can see their nipples. Like, I'm like, what the hell? You're actually just shirtless. You're not even, like, what the fuck is that anyway? Get out of here. Stop it. You want to show off, then just go flex in the mirror. Stop finding an excuse to have no shirt on. Just don't wear a shirt. I'd rather you showed up to the gym shirtless than wear that piece of shit. Like, even a thong cover's better than that, you know what I'm saying? At least it keeps to the goodies. That's what I think. So loose or so tight. I'd prefer so tight. I'm talking about the ones that are so loose. Like, you know, it's like this loose, but it's hanging right down, you know? And you can see their nipple. Like, not like through the fabric. Like, you can see the actual nipple because it's not being covered by something that's so loose. God. Yeah. That was the complaint. It's too loose. Too loose. I mean, I'd rather it was too tight. Absolutely. Like, at least wear it or don't. None of this in-between stuff. It's just like big bodybuilders. I don't know. It's dumb in my opinion. But that's just a personal opinion. And that shouldn't affect anybody that likes to wear that, you know? It annoys me, but I'm sure there's some other stuff that annoys the shit out of you too. But, you know, if someone's at the gym, the good thing is they're at the gym. They do that because they... WA and that looks cool. It doesn't. And it stinks. Wear some deodorant, Bruno. Viv, on point today. Absolutely on point. You wear aqua shoes to work out. They're literally shoes people buy to wear to the beach if they're shopped, just for reference. Aye, I could show you if we want to start talking about shoes. Let's see. So if we want to talk about workout apparel, like what am I wearing to the gym, all that fun stuff, this is what I wear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could curl this shit up like a damn newspaper. Look at that. Look at that. That is my footwear. They are worn for the lake. But what I really like is that they're also very, like, non-slip. So I have a very easy time gripping the ground. The only thing is it also tends to leave a lot of black marks on the ground that the gyms don't really like. But that's not my problem. $10 shoes. If I need a replacement, there's another $10. I actually bought them at Walmart. Actually, the past year, because I know my old ones were getting very worn out and started to come apart. So I went to Walmart all of last year, like all of 2021. I'd visit like every 2 months. And they never had them there anymore. But I found them in about February, and I bought 2 pairs just so I didn't fuck up there. Oh, look at that! We got Imperial Customs. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the channel. Welcome to the park. Argus is a big fan of your customs, I'm sure. So I hope you're enjoying it. If you got any questions about health or fitness or... Wait, you say this like you know me. Who the fuck are you and how did you find me? Fuck yeah, G. Sup, bro? Happy birthday, you sexy bastard. At BCF. What if you're in Australia? My rain boots are from Walmart. Yo, do you know this man? But like... That's another discussion that we could talk about, but I'm not a fan of... After some reading and like other research, as well as just my own personal experience, I'm not a fan of using modern shoes, like the running shoe with padding and all that shit, because I personally believe it's actually ruining your feet rather than helping them. But if that's all you've worn for 20, 30 years, you can't just jump to something that's like no padding like that and expect to not have issues, because you've probably destroyed some of your shite. Oh, what up? Mine refers to I gotta show you love. Ah, I appreciate it. I'm glad you find me a sexy bastard. Ah, wow, just stroked my own ego, didn't I? Imperial's a homie. Well, happy birthday, thank you, ma'am. How you have a happy birthday too? Let's go, boys. Aye. So we're just talking about health, fitness, and all the fun shit. The next one here, let me write this down. We're almost to the motivation crap, aye? We got like 3 more questions, I think, before we get there. But I feel it's in an order that makes sense. Who did that? Hold on, there's Argus head pass. Oh, that's right. I put the same noise for Argus head pass just so I know someone redeemed it. Okay. So let's see, what is this now? Alright. So I think this is the next question that we had. What up, man? I'm playing no homo here, but your heart. I appreciate it. I mean, I also can absolutely appreciate a great looking facial structure and physique of another man. You know what I'm saying? Usually, actually, it's more envious than not, because I wish my jaw was just a wee bit bigger. I wish this, I wish that. But like Chris Evans and Sebastian Stan that play Captain America and the Winter Soldier, absolutely can appreciate them. Alright, we're giving some head pats. What's going on, sup little homie? Should have given Argus a party hat. Oh, I don't... Why does nobody tell me this shit ahead of time? Maybe next year. That should make Kaze real happy now. Of course, that's alpha shit, bro. We can compliment. Absolutely. There we go. We gave him his pats. You should be able to appreciate everyone's good looks, bro. Alright, so here's the next question. Now, we're kind of... I mean, I could be slipping a wee bit into Irish, of course. But actually, we're working a wee bit Scottish instead.
Inconceivable!
Watch him get absolutely wrecked. I mean, they're close enough together.
What the fuck?
That was amazing.
MVP, that guy. Holy shit.
And if anyone else streams, just let us know and we'll give you a shout out. Scottish or Irish, I'm hidden. Yeah, aye, that makes sense. So the next question is there a more efficient way to consume GFuel? I didn't remember who asked me this question, but after my Google search, you stream daily. We need to give Imperial Customs a shout out, my dudes. He has redeemable accents. I mean, I may have removed them because I'm trying to get through the Scottish. For fuck's sake, man, why are you giving all these bits? Do you want me to do spices with that or nay? Because spices aren't available. Actually, I think we may have hit our 20 minutes. Oh, it was 40 minutes ago. I think we did. Alright, so we can get rid of the Scottish now. But yes, I do sometimes poke around with other things. Oh look, this is me getting... Kaza, you just did this today. But you didn't do what I did.
No!
I thought I pulled that back. I didn't.
Oh, come on!
Those bits though. Those bits, my favorite kind of bits. You don't stream yet? Well, it's too late. You've been shout out. Brain. stopped. Don't remember what I was gonna say. Something about, oh, accents. Ah, that's right. There's an Australian one, which I'm currently mental blocking, not able to get to it. Mango, absolutely. So you can absolutely talk like this, right? And we're making our way into the Australian accent, which sometimes I get a little bit confused with New Zealand. We could become Arnold because we like to lift and you have to feel that pump. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back. Bros, do a line of GFuel. That sounds like crack, okay? So anyway, GFuel, my initial Google search, because I never have had GFuel, is coming back that it's an energy drink or energy powder line kind of thing. Energy pre-workout, basically, right? Energy drink, energy push. That's a good question for Val. And so as a result, I honestly don't have any idea what would technically be more efficient. I don't consume or have any interest in energy drinks or powder. I get my energy the old-fashioned way. Sleep well, eat good food, and just willpower. But in terms of, is there a more efficient way to do it? Honestly, there's nothing really more efficient than ingesting it. Maybe injecting it where it needs to go directly, but I highly advise against doing that. Just eat it, bro. Drink it. There's nothing that's really gonna make it dissolve faster or get into your system faster. It goes through the system like everything else, right? You swallow it, goes down to your stomach, into your intestines, and from there it'll do its thing. Whether it's in a pill, whether it's powder. Taking it as powder versus taking it as a drink is not gonna make a difference. Actually, it is going to make a difference because you're probably going to choke on it and potentially die if you take it as a powder. In fact, snorting it might be safer than trying to inhale it through your mouth. But don't do either of those, right? If you're going to have your energy drink, ingest it like a normal human being. Don't take the extra risks for no reason. And even if there's something that actually has science that says, oh, this does get into your bloodstream faster, the odds are that it's such a negligible difference that it doesn't matter. So I wouldn't get absorbed into companies that are like, oh, this gets into your bloodstream 2 times as fast. Doubt it. If you do have more questions, find a dietitian or doctor that knows more about it, because they can probably help you out there. But I don't see the need, and I'm not a doctor or a dietitian. So, but as far as I'm aware, literally anything that goes through the stomach system is going to be digested the same speed, no matter what form it kind of comes in. So like I said, eat well, work out consistently, get your sleep, and energy will come. Yeah, let's see, where were we? Okay, let's go back. Stream daily, GFuel enema, birthday bits. Mim, did you say this was supposed to be spicy or not? You deserve some biddies. Joking, I haven't streamed yet. Those bits though, wow, facts, bro. I'm not doing a line. No man, Valka, you offended? That doesn't look like offended face. Enema, what's the difference between Aussie and Kiwi? I'm a smartass, just having fun spacing it up. G, 98% willpower. I mean, just listen to that song. Was it Linkin Park? It's like 20% will, 5% luck. I don't know. I don't remember the song. That's a good song. Injection, bypass the liver. Honestly, your liver might actually even thank you. Do not dry scoop ever. Agreed. Not a fan of dry scooping. There's really no reason to do it. Some of the sounds are different. Like they pronounce the I in some words more like an E, and other times like it's a U. I think, was it fish and chips is a good comparison between Australia and Val. Between Australia and New Zealand, Val is Australian. Like 6 is what sounds like an E. Sex versus 6. Fish versus fush. I'm just injecting to my heart. Yeah, that's probably... you should probably stop that. Dry scooping can tear up the lining of your throat and lead to long-term pain, problems, danger zone. We got an energy drink breakdown. I love it. I mean, it is what it is. I don't take energy drinks, and I don't see the need to. And it's even probably just not going to be good for your heart long-term. Caffeine, not great in large amounts. Honest to God. Apparently, you're not even really supposed to have more than like a cup of coffee a day. It's like, what, 40 grams of caffeine? I don't know what it is. But the more you have, the worse it's going to impact you. And it could take 10, 20 years, but it's going to hit you eventually. Trust me. Hashtag not medical advice. We live in the danger zone. The rock-looking guy in The Last Guardian of the Galaxy is from New Zealand. He has a typical New Zealand accent, which is what next to shift towards. Shut up! I'm working on it, okay? Are you talking about Drax? I said nothing about spicy. So you're saying no spicy? Fort Minor! You guys! Batista! Yes. Happy birthday again, though. No worries, dude. Absolutely. Celebrate my birthday with me, dude. Let's do it. Fish and chips. Why fish and chips? Fuck it. I'm giving up. Appreciate you stopping by. I do appreciate Empiricasm stopping by. Fort Minor is the name of the song. Yeah. 95 milligrams. Caffeine is the shift worker's lifeblood. That's true. But like, at the same time, you can get a lot of energy from just doing things. Like, to make energy, you have to spend energy. It's a really unfortunate thing, right? Go to the gym, do some running, do some exercise, play some sports, get good food, get good sleep. It all works together to make energy. And then, of course, there's a small amount of willpower, and caffeine just kind of helps to bypass a little bit. A little bit's not going to kill you. Absolutely not. 2 cups of coffee is not going to destroy your life, but do moderate, right? Don't just do it all the time. Do we get a Walken accent? You might get a Christopher Walken accent at some point. I'm low-key working on it. All right? Bro, I don't use just hard training and fighting is good enough. Males just need to worry about it. Don't remember his name, but he becomes buddies with Thor and they live in New Asgard together. Oh, you're talking about the director, Taika Waititi? He was playing Korg, right? Is it Korg? Korg. Yeah, he's absolutely hilarious to watch. I love him. That's Drax, played by Batista. I will say the main person of Fort Minor is from Linkin Park. Yeah, it was a side project of his. I want it. He's the one that's still alive, I believe, which is very sad news about the lead singer of Linkin Park. What do you want? I don't know what you want. I love it. Yes, him. Fantastic. So, energy drinks, not a fan. There's definitely other ways that you can, get the energy you need. So, is there a more efficient way to consume GFuel? Let's say no. Hey, Kaze, you crazy man. Why you do this? Thank you, Kaze. I appreciate it. You crazy bastard. Look at all those subs. You got it to King Beanie, Ed. You got it to Grumpy Kit, Gam, and Queso. I love the accent. You cannot handle the accent. Oh shit. A hype train. Oh shit. Is there really? No. Be careful. Be careful. Don't do it. Oh, people heard something and they loved it. It's not the greatest accent, but I'll occasionally do it. Let me write this one out. Actually, why don't I just copy and paste? So this was one that was sent to me on Instagram. Let's do that. Bam! We're gonna set this up like this. It's a big one. It's a big one. All right. What counts? Who counts? What counts? Nick has it set to 4 people that have to do stuff. Yeah, that's true. Man, be careful here. You're walking on thin ice. So what's my take on consuming 1 gram of protein for every pound for weight gains? You weigh for weight gains. Phoenix, you need a sunflower costume. Why? Bits are just subs or other things. Anything that bits, subs, that kind of thing. Bits are in fact good enough. So 1 gram of protein per pound of your weight for gains. This isn't really good or bad. It is a solid recommendation, but do remember everybody's body is different. And you don't need to be religious about this. Like, it doesn't have to be exact every single day of this intake. But you do need to be ingesting protein to maintain your muscle mass. That is true. So you do need to be having something. If you're not getting enough of your calories, eating proteins and all the other stuff, your body will literally look at your muscles for fuel. and break them down to keep you going. Right? Break down your muscles for fuel. Amino acids fuel the body. So do make sure that you are getting protein, because you don't want to literally consume your muscles. Now, what my dietitian did with me, we kind of went. So it's important that you're not looking at your total weight when you're talking about protein to weight for amounts, right? You're looking at what your weight would be absent fat. Your fat doesn't require any protein to maintain. And you actually kind of want to look more towards your target weight than your current weight. So if I'm a 300-pound guy that's overweight and I want to be 180 pounds, I wouldn't be taking 300 grams of protein every day. I'd be aiming probably more towards 160, 170, personally. And it's not necessarily 1 gram of protein for every pound. Keep in mind that without the workouts as well, you're not going to be building muscles, so you would actually be wasting a lot of that protein that you're ingesting, and it's not actually going to be doing anything for you. There is such a thing as oversaturation of protein, and remember that protein powder is a supplement. It's not a meal replacement, right? You should be able to get, I would say, between 60 and 80% of your protein through your just natural diet, whatever you're eating day to day, your meal plans. And then if you're not getting 100%, getting the rest through the supplement that would be something like protein powders or chocolate or protein bars or something like that. Bits I think is good enough. I did all my bits. Rip, you must be Hamtaro for... Sorry, but why do I have to be Hamtaro? Isn't that like a hamster or something? Ask not why. Ask yourself, why haven't I done this already? It's a good question. Does everybody want to see me in a sunflower costume? Lord have mercy, 300 grams of protein. I wouldn't say necessarily be different. Protein is protein. But what you take with it is kind of also affecting what everything else you're getting with it, you know, in terms of other vitamins and nutrients and what have you. So when I saw my dietitian, here's an example. And again, this is what happened with me. Now, it's not going to work with everybody. But when I saw my dietitian, I was about 190. And I was telling them that I wanted to kind of lean up, get closer to 175, 180. Her recommendations for me was 2,500 calories a day and 177 grams of protein a day. And I think, what is it? In like a single chicken breast, you're looking at about 20 or so grams of protein, right? So if you have, I don't know, 2 in a meal, that's 40, that's breakfast, lunch and dinner, looking about like 120 already. So you're kind of making your way. So she had me listed with a protein shake for only 5 of the 7 days, not every day. Given if I worked more on one day, I might shift a protein around. If I didn't work one day, I might not have a protein shake that day. I'll have it on the day I did work out. If I worked extra hard, I might take more, but it's not necessarily going to be needed. But anyway, my goal was under my current weight, and so my protein followed suit with that, right? So I didn't need 190 grams of protein every day, because it's not the goal that I was shooting for. And maybe if I worked harder, maybe if I wanted to go from 180 up to 200 pounds, maybe 190 would be, become my new goal. It's kind of on a per need basis, but you can't go without it. It's fluid, it's not a static consumption, and you're not going to lose muscles within 24 hours if you just stop taking protein, right? Like, this stuff does take a little bit of time. So long as you are ingesting a reasonable amount, and even if you're only working out once a week, like, odds are you're not actually going to lose a lot of muscle mass, and even in the span of a year, if you're keeping that consistent. So I wouldn't panic too hard about losing muscle mass. But you can lose muscle endurance for sure if you're not keeping up with your workout routines. Keep in mind, fat doesn't require proteins, so don't take that into consideration when you're considering your weight. So how much of your body is fats, right? You gotta kind of figure that out for yourself. But I would rather oversaturate myself with protein than undersaturate, right? If I don't have enough, I'm going to start losing something somewhere. If I'm having too much, if I'm not working for that level of protein, it's just going to be extra. It's going to be okay. Some studies that I have looked at, and if you want me to drop a link, I can show you an actual study that went over a 3-month period. But there's a lot of studies that indicate that the recommendation is actually between 0.6 grams to 1 gram of protein per pound. And that actually 0.7 to 0.8 is the ideal range in terms of what you want for protein intake. And again, you know, state this is for your goal weight, not for your total weight. And, you know, just be realistic. You do need to be realistic. If you're 180 pounds, you're 6'1", and let's say you're 14% body fat, or, you know, whatever, 6 feet, 14%, and you want to be lean, mean fighting machine, 5% body fat, and 140 pounds. Trust me, going down to 140 pounds is going way below 5% body fat, and even if you did have 5% body fat, you would have actually lost muscle at that point, so you would actually need less protein. And actually, that kind of is on the borderline unhealthy skinning. So be reasonable when you're looking at what you want your target weight to be in terms of muscle and fat and all that fun stuff. If you measure by kilograms, that kind of translates more towards 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram for proteins, or ideally between that 1.6, 1.9 grams per kilogram. So 1 gram per pound isn't over the top, but it is likely more than you're actually going to need, right? I can link the article if people want. But the study shows that there was a very negligible difference between people that were taking the two focus groups were 0.77 grams of protein per pound and 0.91 grams of protein per pound, and they did this over a 3-month period. There was a negligible difference between body composition, strength, and hormonal and resting hormonal concentrations. So there was really no reason to go above 0.9, which is why I'm saying kind of the happy radius is between 0.7, 0.9, 0.7, 0.8. But you do also want to pay attention to your body, right? Like if 0.9 is just literally making you feel better, stick with 0.9, right? Don't drop to 0.7. If 0.7 feels better, stick with 0.7. If you gain it literally if you gain muscle 1 week slower than the next guy, that's not going to really impact your life crazy overall. It's not bad. Is it ideal? You know, my take on 1 gram per pound, it's not bad, but it isn't ideal either. There isn't an exact measurement for everyone. It's kind of a fluid subject. But what you do need is protein, as well as all the other vitamins, nutrients, minerals, all the good stuff. Play around with it. But like I said, at least 60 to 80% of your proteins, if not 100, should come from your natural meal plans. And then anything else, supplement it with your shit, with your protein powders. Lord have mercy. So drinking olive oil is bad? Probably. If you just had a drop on your tongue, I wouldn't say it's bad. What's the difference between endurance versus mass? You're talking about muscle endurance versus size? Not necessarily. I would say more mass is more equatable to just higher total strength versus endurance. And we have 2 types of muscle fibers, and it's different for everybody. Some have more of one, some more of the other, but we all kind of have both. There's the fast twitch fibers and your slow twitch. In short jargon, there's actual official terms for this. So some are better at those high impact quick movements or really heavy lifts, and some are better for that long term. And it really comes down to what you're training, right? If you've been training for marathons all your life, you're probably going to be better at marathons than you're going to be at sprinting. But if you've been training in sprinting, whether you're better at one naturally or not, what you've been training more is something you're going to be better at. Muscle mass versus muscle endurance is based on the type of muscle fiber. See, Mim's already got it. Just because you jack doesn't mean you can do squats forever. It's true. And then, did this person use steroids, right? Or some other substance, or inject stuff? Some people literally are just blowing up their muscles without actually adding anything of value to it. I'm a fan of lean muscle rather than just if you think of the 2 times before that I mentioned them. You guys are so smart. You're all so smart. It's beautiful. Then the next thing was, the next topic is about drinks, and then we get to motivation. Big topics, big shit. Oh my god, have we really been an hour and 40 minutes already? Dear god, it's a bucket. I love that sound alert, Kaze, on your stream. Has anybody else voted for sunflower, or is it just Viv? You enjoyed your PE classes? God, it was so... The PE classes here, at least when I was in school, are so overrated. Given, they might be better now, because I remember when I was working at the gym, they actually had now a course where they were bringing kids to the gym at the Y, and their program was about, you know, learning to use weights and other things like that, rather than just visiting for 2 weeks during the entire semester to see the gym. It was actually the full semester. There's a vote? There's more. My God, there's a bucket. Yeah, basically, Mim knows what it's like. I remember my phys ed teacher was just like, okay, this, I think we were grade 10 or something. He's like, okay, guys, you know, there was a day we did the, like, kind of a fitness test. It's like, how long is your plank? How many push-ups are we doing? Laps around the gym. He's like, okay, so this is what we started with today, but by the end of the year, you're going to be doing 10 laps around the gym. You're going to be doing a 5-minute plank. You're going to be doing 30 push-ups. What happened at the end of the year? We were doing the exact same thing we were doing, like 2 laps around the gym, 30-second planks, 20 push-ups. Like, there was next to no progress. But my high school had Body Shop, which focused more on weights. That's kind of what's happening now. I mean now, before COVID hit. Okay, let's see this. Drinks in relation. Okay, so the next one that's coming up is bam, drinks in relation to fitness, i.e. alcohol, and what do I drink myself. Let me see if I can cross my leg and not crush my nuts. So what effect does alcohol have on fitness? Honestly, I can't tell you the specifics on what it's going to have on your fitness level. I don't really drink alcohol. I might, at best, I don't drink alcohol 360 days of the year. Sometimes the whole year I don't drink it. It is empty calories. That is literally what it is. So long as I mean, I don't know what what your experience is working out drunk versus not drunk. I'm not gonna know. I don't recommend trying it. But as Mim said, drinking alcohol will give you a lot of empty calories. They're not necessary. You can get that lovely, oh so lovely beer gut, right? Everyone's favorite thing. And it's definitely not going to be helping your workout routines, that's for sure. I don't care for alcohol, but I would say it's probably better than drinking things like energy drinks, sodas, juice. The issue isn't that necessarily these things are bad for you, but starting with, you know, energy drinks, way more caffeine than you need, probably a lot more sugar than you need. Soda, absolutely way more sugar than you need. And juice also has a lot of sugar, especially even if you're getting like the natural one that doesn't have any added sugar. And it's just not good for you. Now, for example, with juice, there's nothing wrong with drinking juice. Juice can be nice and good for you. But it's very easy to overconsume and therefore get an overabundance of sugar. Sugar is sugar, whether it comes from fructose, you know, honey, or sugarcane. It's sugar. The thing about having it naturally, so apple juice versus an apple, there's fiber and other vitamins and supplements in an apple that actually will slow down the processing of that sugar versus drinking 8 juice boxes that you're going to have 10 times as much sugar, and it just goes straight through your body, right? So that's kind of the issue there. So as Dr. Mike might say, if anyone's watched him on YouTube, just eat the fruit. But I do love juice. I just haven't bought it in a long time. My crux is soda. I drink a lot of soda, and it's not good. And it's probably honestly better to be drinking alcohol instead. What are the things I drink? Usually water is kind of one of the big ones. Drink it every day. Every day I always have water. Speaking of, hydrate right now. According to Vince, you're going to love his nuts. Who's Vince and why do I want his nuts? I know you love juice. I'm not saying don't love juice, just be careful with your juice. It's a lot of sugar. Don't be like Phoenix, do not consume blood. Blood is rich in iron. But yeah, I would also recommend not drinking blood. At best, your own, but other people's can give you a lot of problems. I consume souls, tears, blood, all of it, you know? But yeah, drink lots of water. You don't like it? Work harder. I can guarantee you that if you work incredibly hard for many hours in the day, you will start getting very thirsty, and any water you consume immediately after such things, it will taste like the nectar of the gods. It is amazing. And kind of like the whole protein talk, the general, like, what is it, 8 cups or 8 ounce cups per day, or 2 liters, isn't going to work for everybody. Some people need more, some people need less. But just drinking the right amount will absolutely make a big difference in your everyday function, just of your body. It'll help you sleep better. I actually will have a cup before I go to bed, and I'll drink 3 to 4 cups when I wake up, because I just spent like 8 hours fasting. My body's kind of getting in a low phase. Drinking that water kind of helps get everything circulating and running again. Do I add anything to my water? No, just drink the water for what it is. Water is great as it is. I mean, if you want to add stuff, you can add stuff, but I'm not big on it. Some people need 8, some people might need 16 glasses in a day. Some people need 20, right? The more you work out, the more you sweat, the more you urinate, the more water you're going to need. But also on the flip side, when I used to work at boot camp with a lot of older people too, I had a client whose doctor literally told them, you know, you're drinking too much water and it's giving you a negative impact. And his reason behind it is, you know, not everyone is a Ferrari. Not everyone needs that much to keep their body running. So you might need less, you might need more. But what you do need, like protein, drink water every day. Trust me, even if you don't like it, just fucking do it. Stop it, drink your water. I would personally, I mean, not that I know what everybody else, and it's again, sizes. Are you like a 5-foot person, or are you an 8-foot person? 8-foot person is going to need more water. 5 foot is going to be less. I would say at minimum, go for 8 glasses a day at minimum, but you might need more. Maybe you need 7. I don't know. But try to keep it steady through the day. I start with 3 to 4 glasses first thing in the morning, and then kind of try to keep it steady through the day. I won't drink 3 to 4 from then on at every time I want to be thirsty. Like you just saw me, I just sipped, right? Go to half a glass at a time. So what I normally drink is water in a year. We'll say water, milk, chocolate milk, soda, very, very rarely juice or soy drinks. That's about it. 9 times out of 10, it's literally just water and milk. Tea. Oh fuck, I forgot about tea, but that's just water and leaves. And I would say they were also asking about what my thought of protein shakes are. Protein shakes are amazing. They're a supplement, not a meal replacement, but absolutely use them. I do love them. Usually I just use water. Some days I'll get fancy and mix it with milk. Let's catch up. What's going on? Chest compressions, chest compressions, chest compressions. Goddamn, Siren, you do watch Dr. Mike. I love it. He is the slap chop guy from infomercials. No, he's not. Oh, Vince. Vince. No, I do not want his nuts. Nah. They say Rune Siren, but it was a publicity thing. That's why they don't say souls anymore, because people got offended. Just don't drink 20 glasses of cups at once. Yeah, you can actually kill yourself from drinking too much water at once, but like everything else, moderation. Moderation. You know, it's all a balance. You know, but like I said, I like to start with a big chunk in the morning and then just kind of work my way throughout the day. Tea is great, but it can also have caffeine depending what kind of tea you're using. Do just once in a while have normal water. One thing I really enjoy doing, here's something I can help that might help with cravings, right? If you like soda, if you like juice, before you drink, let's say a juice box or a cup of, you know, a can of soda, drink a cup of water before you drink it. Just chug down the water and then sip away at the rest, right? Feel that hydration, then sip away at the drink you enjoy. And I can guarantee you won't just pound away those drinks like you might normally do. Dude, I used to pound 8 cans in 2 hours, 2 liters in an hour. And now I can sip on a can of 355 milliliters over the course of 2 hours. It's amazing, and I actually enjoy the taste more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, was that a hydrate? Let's rehydrate. I don't know if I did it since you did it, but we're doing it again. You're drinking tea right now? I'm tempted to be drinking tea or like hot chocolate. So that's what I drink. Honestly, it's largely just milk and water. That's what I have. Probably a lot more milk than I should be drinking. It's a lot more fat content, but fats are good for you. Just probably not as much as I'm ingesting, which is probably part of the reason I have my current mild gutty situation as it is. Trust me, it's there. I always have decaffeinated. It's decaffeinating. If you're the person doing chest compressions, if the person you're doing chest compressions on is screaming, please stop chest compressions. Yes, that means they're awake, they're alive, things are working. Please stop. From your friendly neighborhood paramedic. I appreciate these words of wisdom. Salute. Yeah. Have you watched Dr. Mike Mim? Have you? I feel like you would enjoy Dr. Mike. But yes, do drink your water. If someone's not breathing, they're unconscious, ask them if they're okay. Ask them if it's okay to do chest compressions. No responses, just get on that shit. If they start coughing and breathing, stop. Call the ambulance. You love Dr. Mike? He's funny. He's funny, and he's what is he doing? Fighting misinformation every day. Absolutely. Bear is so cute. I didn't see too many of him, but he's huge. I do prefer different types of dogs, but he's at least huggable. That is a big thing for me with dogs. So here's probably the question that Mang was waiting on. Can I just blow this up a bit? There we go. He's absolutely educational, and I've got like a nose plug issue right now. Let's just do an exercise real quick where I'm going to exhale everything, wait till I start getting that feeling that I have to breathe really bad, and then inhale everything through my nose. Plug it. Oh. Wow, now I can breathe. It's great. Let's go. Empty those lungs. Yeah, and then empty the nose. Dude, the more you use the nose, the clearer it is on like a day-by-day basis. I find I spend a lot less time breathing through my mouth. But there's something about every time I go to poop, my nose just starts naturally clogging and then streaming. Like I can game and I can be in voice chat and it's fine. The second I start streaming, it's just like, oh my god, how the fuck up? Lies. Vacuum it out. Air vac it out, right? Seal the loops. I'm sure you could suck all that air out. Prove me wrong? Probably don't. That could probably kill a man. I don't know what I witnessed, but it was wild, dude. It's game changer. Game changer. So, in absence of more questions, don't try that at home, chat. I mean, I can. I have a suction machine. Please don't. Probably not good. Yes, it would kill someone. Bam! What is the difference between motivation and pushing yourself? So this is going to turn into a huge, just pure talk about motivation. You got gifted a sub and was going to say thanks, but I came in on the suckle and now I feel like I should be here. Did you feel like you shouldn't have been here before that? Queso, look at that beautiful little badge you got beside you. We're just talking about health, fitness, mental, physical, diets, nutrition. I mean, you know, all the things. Philosophy. Feel free to ask any questions you have. And if we've talked about it, we'll go over it again. Like I said, I still got to study on that thing about the grams of protein intake. If anyone wants to look at it, I can drop the link in chat. So, this one. What is the difference between... Well, we were just clearing our nose to make it easier to breathe. But what is the difference between motivation and pushing yourself? And how does one help the other? So I think this is one of the big questions. It was like 4,000 characters. It was dumb and like 1,200 words. My write-up. But I feel like the important thing to start off with is how we define motivation and pushing yourself. So I'm actually going to swap motivation out, because honestly, pushing yourself is a form of motivation. I'm going to change it from pushing yourself versus motivation to pushing versus pulling motivation. That's what I'm going to do. And I don't know if that's what the person who asked this meant initially, but that's what we're going to roll with. And if things change, you can just let me know. But the reason I do this, again, is because I don't differentiate pushing from motivation. It is a form in my mind. So pushing and pulling, what is the difference? Pushing motivation, I would define as basically your internal willpower forces providing you the means to do what you're setting your mind to. It's your internal motivation, what you force yourself to do to complete a task. And it may not necessarily be because it's something you enjoy or that you want to, but it's something you force yourself to do. It's an energy you force on yourself. Don't want to wake up in the morning, you set multiple alarms to make sure you do get up. You maybe cancel plans with friends to finish a project because you need to get it done, so you force yourself to do it. You're kind of limiting yourself in one aspect to bring something to completion. Pulling, on the other hand, is an external motivation source that draws you in. It pulls you. It gives you some sort of vibe that you're like, I have to do this. Not because you kind of need to do it, because maybe you want to. You witness or experience something that makes you want to do something rather than having to convince yourself. An example, maybe you're out shopping, right? You're out shopping, you're just going through the mall, right? You're going to, I don't know, Games Workshop, hobby store, and you're passing by a different store and you see something in the window and you're just like, oh, what is that? And then you get curious and you go inside to check things out. That drew you in. That was an external force. It wasn't something you kind of forced yourself to do. Simply put, internal versus external motivations. Right? So both of them are important. And, have you tried to complete something you never cared about? How'd that go? An exam you really had no interest in a topic, but it's necessary for the next tier of course, and that's something you really enjoy, like chemistry, let's say, right? But you hate math, but you got to do the math prerequisite before you get there. How did studying for math go? What about when you had a task that came up for something you did enjoy? Was that a struggle? Was it hard to get into? But anyway, what I want to say is that both are important to have. That is a guard squad for $15. What is it? That's me. Hate math, love chem. Right? There you go. What is a guard squad? Oh, is it? Are we playing Jeopardy? But yeah, push motivation is your work, right? It's your effort. It's what you do. Pull motivation is what I like to kind of look at as your goals and your interests. So push motivation will only go so far without having a pull. You can only force yourself to do something so long before you go insane. But if you have a pull without any push, you're literally daydreaming and you're not going to get anything done, right? So want to work out more? Tell me why. What is it that makes you want to do that? What's that? So when you say, I need to work out, there's something that's pulling you, but at that point you don't know what it is. Right? Is it just to look good? Is it just to feel good? Do you want to be able to continue playing with your kids as they grow up without getting tired and having to stop? You want to be able to keep up with them? Is it to pass minimum requirements for a job, for a task? Right? Do you want to be able to save lives? It's kind of important. The more fit you are, the easier it might be to save a life. There might be, if you didn't have a certain endurance level, that you literally let someone down because you couldn't do it. Do you want to be the best at a specific sport or a challenge, right? You got to kind of narrow down, what is that pull? What is it that you need? Why is it that you're doing that? And maybe you've figured that out, but you hate lifting weights. You hate running on the track, doing cardio. Well, what can you do that can get you there? Is there another physical activity you do enjoy? Do you enjoy basketball, tennis, soccer, a sport, something else, right? partner things? Can you use that as a means of working out to get you where you need to be? Can you find a way to make it more entertaining for yourself? Can you connect that goal? It's like, hey, I want to get really good at soccer, but I hate, you know, all the running that has to happen. Well, maybe that can motivate you to do something at the gym, right? Maybe you're going to play on a bike instead. Maybe you're going to lift weights. It's like, I never considered weights, but you can actually get more like sprinting power or endurance by increasing the strength of your muscles. Even if it's only for 10 or 15 minutes a day, you don't need a lot of time. Just a little bit is going to start help giving you a push, you know? I like how you worked that let's go. Your own pull. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Wait. Did I start adding in a... Did I start adding in lyrics from Tell Me Why? Oh, Tell Me Why. Like what you... Okay, maybe I did. Your own pull. Like how you worked that. Let's go. Abs. Worded. Everyone say it with me. Abs. Why are we... Oh, is that what everybody wants? Everybody wants my abs. Abs. Everybody wants abs, abs, abs. The Craig you are. Craig? Makes happy gas mask noises. Why are we making... Are we talking... Oh, Warhammer Games Workshop. Gotcha. So anyway, you know, maybe you found your pull, but now you have to push yourself. You have to get in there and do the work. You need to push yourself out of bed. You need to push yourself to eat well. If you have someone to kind of pull you along, that also helps, right? You have to make some sort of internal effort to do what you want to do. Otherwise, you're just going to be dreaming all day. A lot of this can come from your pull. You know, I personally like to use my fears. Fuck. What is
this? What is this? Who did this and why? Am I a gorilla? Because I really don't want to be a gorilla right now. Where is it? Creators. That's where I can find out what this is. I don't need to update right now. Stop it. Stop it. I am a
chipmunk. We can work with that. Oh, I'm no longer a chipmunk. Okay. Oh no! Yes! What is yes? What are we yesing? Are we yesing the thing? Are we... Okay, anyway. A lot of times people are like, you know, what do you want to be? What is your ideal goal? Let's envision that and let's work towards it. I actually kind of almost like to go in the reverse, and I find it drives me better. Turn off Kong to be safe. Need to learn how to do what? But yeah, I will look at my fears. Right? So if I don't achieve this, if this doesn't happen, what is that going to look like? What will I turn into? It's like, okay, so if you get up, you can achieve X, X, and X. Sometimes it's not enough, so my thoughts will pull to 180. What happens if I don't go in today? What happens if I don't go in tomorrow or the next day? And this turns into a month, and this turns into a year. What is that gonna look like? What is that gonna feel like? When I look back the past year, am I happy with I only made it once a week to the gym? Probably not. So, you know, then I want to fight that feeling instead of I feel inadequate or that I'm kind of just not doing anything, being lazy. What's that look like in 10 years? What do you see there? What have you accomplished? What happens if I stop seeing my friends every week? What happens if I only see them once a month, once a season? Are you still going to be good friends with them after 5 years? Probably not. What happens if I only eat cake today, but then I only eat cake tomorrow? And then I do that for 3 days a week. And then I do that for 4 weeks. What happens when... Ooh, I went to sugar shit, damn. What happens when you eat 77 grams of sugar every day for 5 years? Congratulations, that's 6 pounds of sugar. Ugh. In 1 year alone. You know what a fun comparison to that is? 300 years ago, people only ate 4 pounds of sugar on average in a year. Can you believe that difference? We eat in a society, on average, more sugar in 1 month than people 300 years ago did in 1 year. That turns into a lot of fat. Sugar is not great for you. I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's not great. Yes. Oh no, I need to learn how to do that. Turn off Kong, make you sound funny. That's a lot of cake. That's wild, right? I know this just shifted from motivation to sugar, but it's just kind of putting it out there. Easily one of the things we overconsume, big rise in obesity, also overworks your liver. So have fun with that. Add drinking in the mix and say your liver's probably not gonna be good. Not a doctor, but it doesn't seem like a good note. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. This kind of had to come around from my talking about fears. It's a pull that gives me willpower for a push, for lack of a description. So, but I want to say also don't get pulled in by your fears that if you fail, you completely get demoralized. It's a completely normal to fail. It's a happy subject. Everyone likes to give that, whatever, it gave Edison like 1,000 failures to succeed with the light bulb or something. But it's normal, and actually it's important for growth. You learn from failure. You become stronger from failure. The entire concept of working out is working to failure a lot of the time, which is where growth happens. Growth happens through struggle. So if you can do bicep curls 10 times easy, and that's where you stop every time, you're not going to be building a lot of growth. It's when you get to those last 2-3 reps that you're sitting there, you're pulling it up and you're like, I don't know if I can make it to the top. And you do that 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. That's where the growth happens, right? That's when you start tearing down the muscle, and you're literally telling your body, I am not able to complete this, but I want to. And your body says, okay, so now we need more fibers. We need more muscle. We need more muscle, right? And that's when it goes into repair mode and build mode. And that's when you need the protein, and that's when you need rest to build it back up. That's where the growth comes from. So it's the same thing with failure, right? You grow from your failures. It's perfectly normal. I hate failing, but I'm not gonna freak out every time I do. I get frustrated, but then I just kind of push harder. But do be smart about it, right? But you do need nutrition to build up muscle. So I know a lot of women I've talked to, never hear it from men. A lot of women I talk to that I'm like, let's lift weights. It's gonna help lose weight. It's gonna help do this. It's gonna help tone. And they're like, but I don't want to look like a bodybuilder. And I'm like, are you eating more? Are you consuming more protein? Because if you're just using what you normally use, if you don't consume the protein to gain mass, you won't gain mass no matter how much weights you lift, right? No matter how many weights. So it's absolutely a benefit without really any risk, right? If you want to gain more muscle, then you got to eat more protein. You got to eat more calories. You got to do this. If you don't want to gain weight and you're lifting weights, you're probably not going to gain muscle. Diet is rough. Loves me some muscle. I like lifting weights. Good, then do it. Okay, let's go back. Although to be fair, when I went to Chicago, the portion sizes were crazy. Portion sizes can be crazy. If you can just take it home, just take it home. You don't have to eat it all. You eat the heart of your enemies from the failure. Look at you guys having a good time. I find it more enjoyable than other workout stuffs too. Lifting weights? I find lifting weights incredibly satisfying. Lately, I've been going to classes because I've been enjoying not having to put the mental effort into making my routine. It's actually, because it's been a change of pace, has also been pushing my body really hard. So let's talk about the biggest complaint that I will get from people, and it's, I don't have time. I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm sorry to break it down. 9 times out of 10, it's not because you don't have time. 9 times out of 10, you do absolutely have the time to work out, to do this, to do that, to socialize. The issue is you're not prioritizing it over other things, right? I don't have time to eat. Well, did you sit and watch YouTube on your phone for an hour before falling asleep in bed? Congratulations. You could have worked out for 30 minutes and had 30 minutes to prepare a meal. The gym is too far. There's calisthenics. You can work out from home. You can work out outside in your yard, your lawn, right? There are some people that literally, yes, you will not have the time. You're working 14 hours a day. You're sleeping 8. You have to drive. You have to eat too. Maybe it's time for a career change. Maybe it's time to end a relationship. Maybe it's not good for you, right? You have time, make it, right? There's 1,440 minutes in a day, and you're telling me you can't take 30 to work out. You can't take 30 to make sure you're eating properly. I'm not buying it. You're sitting in my stream right now. You probably have time. You know, do you watch TV on the couch for 2 hours? You've got time. Do you just like, 10 squats, there we go. That took longer than expected. Diet is rough. We can work on it. Make time. No, I didn't watch YouTube. I watched Nick's. See, I touched on that too. You're watching the stream. And you do other stuff too. Multitask. Wow, I just started my relationship and you're already telling me to end. How could you? Only if it's bad for you, Yadika. Only if it's bad for you. But yeah, like I said, maybe you don't have the time, but maybe it's a sign for things to change, right? You know, do you sit on the couch? Do you read a book for 5 hours in a day? You can probably take an hour to do something else, although book reading is amazing for you. Do you go to the pub to hang out with your friends after work? Probably could spend that time working out instead. Still need to be social? Bring your friends with you. Right? You only need 15-30 minutes a day to start changing your life physically or socially or whatever else that you need to keep sane and happy and healthy. Right? Lots of minutes in a day. Hell, yeah, there's the other thing too. If you're like, the gym is too far away, okay, there's 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back, 30 minutes to work out. I need 70 minutes for this. Like I said, you can do it from home. You got family, you got kids, you can work out with your family, with your kids. Make it a home activity, right? It's like when you read a book to your child before putting to bed. Why not play a game, a physical game, a little soccer, a little something, right? Your physical body, your brain is a muscle, if I'm not mistaken, right? Am I wrong? I think I heard somewhere it was a muscle. So if you're exercising your brain, why don't you exercise the body as well? Do it all. My current struggle is my work-life balance. I'm still trying to find it, but I do make time for exercise, right? And it's hard, yeah, but you gotta keep working at it, push for it, poke for it, and you'll find it. Just keep at it. Don't give up. As long as you're working on it. Definitely, I have work-life. I mean, I feel it. I don't even work right now, and I have balance issues. God. But in July, my work week will go down to 38 instead of 43, so that might help a little. There you go. Or in June. Yeah, mine's gonna go up at some point. Thanks for the Pac-Man. Waka 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 waka. Here's the other thing, and it sucks, right? And most of you are gonna be able to relate to this. Let's do 10 squats real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But anyway, this thing that sucked wasn't the squats. The thing that sucked is prioritizing things, knowing what to do. Congratulations. Most of us in this discussion and chat right now are adults. But what they don't tell you, because you know, you looked up to your parents as a kid. God, they always know what to do. God, they're always so organized. You never feel like an adult. I feel the same now as I did when I was 12, when I was 15, when I was 20. I still feel like there's gonna be a ball that drops that's like, hey, now I'm an adult. I prioritize my time. I make sure I do this. And I make sure I know what to do because I'm so smart. No, you're gonna be struggling all your life. But you got to get on the prioritizing. You gotta force it yourself. You gotta just sit down and do it, right? You gotta sit down, be an adult once in a while. It's great to be a kid. Absolutely be a kid. Don't lose it. I will never be an adult. You cannot make me. I refuse. Can we add an adult feature? Duo? You know what I'm saying? Hey, what is this? What is this? 2% of your couch paid for. Is that 2% of my couch? Let's calculate right now. 25 divided by 12, I will say 37. Damn it, it is 2%. Damn it, you mathed that out. Good job. And you said you hate math. See, you did your work. But yeah, unless you're under 20, at this point, we are adults. You don't magically start figuring out how to prioritize your time. You don't magically know what to do under any circumstance. You're just gonna have to make it happen. Don't sleep enough? Cancel your dinner plans, right? Your health takes priority. Cancel your streaming plans. Going socially insane? Okay, maybe skip the TV time and go hang out with friends. Go to the pub. Working 12 hours and sleeping 8? Congrats, you still got 4 hours to figure something out. Skip YouTube. Stop staring at your phone before going to bed. Exercise. Socialize. You can fit it in if you reprioritize yourself, right? Cell phones are absolutely killing people today, 100%, right? It's such a time waster and it's horrible. And I do it too. It's bad. So bottom line, push motivation is your internal drive, you know, to accomplish something, whether you want to or not. Pull motivation is something that kind of draws you in, something that has a natural vibe with you, interest. You can do stuff with one or the other, but both is where the magic happens. Both is where real progress. You gotta kind of work both in. Peekaboo, what are we doing? What did we peek? Oh, I was going up and down. Up and down, up and down. Don't do that to me. You did good, but thank you for that donation. I really appreciate that. That is huge. That will pay for the 7 days to die server, because I think it's actually down at the moment. I need to reapply that money. Is this the one? Ah, there it is. God, there's still so much. Still so much to cover. I don't know how long I want this stream to go. Should we go for 3 hours? We can go up to 3 hours. As long as it goes to good use. Yes, I will use it to pay for strippers. And Twinkies. No, that's not where it's gonna go. The next one is kind of along the same lines, unless someone else has another question. Okay, this is mildly long and huge. And that's what she said. That's all I ask. Okay, working out on days without motivation, days you're exhausted, you have no energy, and you don't want to do shit. These are hard, but these are the days that you need to put the most effort in. Like, it's easy to do something when you want to do it. But when you don't want to do it, that's when you really got to put the time in. You know, you don't need to put as much effort in the day you want to work out. Save that willpower for the days you do not want to. It is better if you do a half-assed workout or, you know, good meal plan prepping than if you don't do it at all. Just make sure it's safe, of course. But do the work. Think about this in terms of work. What if you apply this mental philosophy to your job? You wake up, you don't feel like going to work, so you don't go to work. How long are you gonna have that job? Right? Why is it any different with our physical health? Why is it any different with what we're eating? It doesn't make any sense to me. Just because you know you'll be fine tomorrow, right? If you don't do it. But you put that long term, which no one ever looks at, and you're going to be suffering within 10, 20, 30 years. And it's going to suck. You might feel okay, but trust me, within even a couple months, your body's going to be going through a change if you don't take care of yourself physically. Push yourself the hardest on the days you don't want to do it. On the days you do, enjoy it. Trust me, I get those days too. This past month, I've actually only worked out twice a week for the past, like, first 3 weeks of the month. I got 3 days in this week, so I'm pretty happy about myself. And hoping to go in tomorrow for an actual weightlifting session, which will be good. I always force myself to work on my birthdays. I always work out on my birthdays. Always. So far, so good. I didn't want to today, but I still went. I was late to the class. I still went, and the teacher was like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Don't feel bad if you're late. Why does my pee smell like carrots? It doesn't taste like them. I don't know. I'm not a pee expert. I want to ask a doctor, a food person, forever, because they can't fire me. Okay, taking my sassy butt to bed. I'll watch this later to help me get on track too. Have fun. I mean, absolutely. Thanks for coming by, Yadika. I hope, actually, let's do a shout out for Yadika really quick, because I know you were streaming your card game. How'd that go? Did you murder any people? Did you transform any characters? Let's go. But yeah, basically, I'm starting to try to change how I view workouts and food and stuff like that. It's like, oh, I'm gonna reward myself with this Twinkie. Why am I rewarding myself with just like pure toxic sugar?
I am a magical girl, okay?
That looks like a
Only ever
dude.
magical.
Fable.
But in this game, let's
Fable
be
101
honest,
a dude.
it doesn't matter what you do. If
Is he
you
a magical
don't end
girl?
the game playing in heavy armor and wielding a two-handed weapon and just hammering everything.
I do usually end up with the two-handed weapon. I think it's like that dragon sword or whatever it is that you get in like the rich part of Bowerstone. But I do shift to, I think, chainmail, not heavy plate, because I wanted to be more agile, even though it didn't really make a difference in the game. You murdered a dragon! Good. Good. As long as it's a bad dragon. If it was a good dragon, I feel a little bit sad. Eating disorders. What about eating disorders? But yeah. So why am I rewarding myself with food that's literally going to be breaking my body down in the future? Anyway, so if you're going to have something that's bad for you, enjoy it, relish it, don't feel guilty about it. So I'm enjoying my cake, and as a consequence of that too, I'm also rewarding my body with a workout, so it feels good, so it can kind of consume some of this energy I'm putting into it. Also, I usually only consume this much insanity on my birthday. I don't usually buy cakes, so on my birthday it's just like, let's go to town. I buy a cake purely for myself. I don't share it with anybody. But yeah, otherwise I try to avoid sweets. 60-40 success rate. Some days I fail, some days I don't. The longer I go without like going after like cookies and chips and stuff, the easier it is to just like walk through the aisle and not give a shit. The part about rewarding yourself with junk foods. Yeah, I mean, it is basically an eating disorder. So how do I motivate myself on days that I really don't want to? We touched on it briefly already, talking about how I'll use my biggest fear versus my ultimate goal to push me forward. There's actually a quote from a motivational track that I use to get me through workouts. I'm gonna do the nose thing. Yeah. If you want, we can listen to it right now. It's only about like 3-4 minutes, I think. I can just quote it. The quote itself is, "Hell is to meet the person you could have been at death and realize that you're not even a shadow of that person. And that heaven is, again, you get to meet that person you could have been, and you just see yourself staring back at you." And that kind of resonated with me, and I'm just like, holy shit, I would be incredibly depressed, demoralized, and just like destroyed to, get a glimpse of who I could have been, and that I never even came close to that potential. And I'm just like, what have I done wasting my life with this? But if you want, we can listen to it if you guys want, or we can just skip on to the next. It's up to you guys. I don't know. I thought it was a really cool quote. Maybe it's a little bit morbid. I don't know. But I need some water, and I'm out in my usual cup. What are you guys thinking? Do you want to listen to it? We'll pause this music and play it. It's on Spotify. I can also just link it in chat if you just want to check it out yourself. But I have a couple playlists of this motivational stuff, because it's also played to music, which makes it sound epic and amazing. And it makes me feel like I have a trainer in my ear to push me during workouts. It's great. All right. Let's take a game. On that day 5 years ago, that's where we left off. So the song I'm looking for, it's called A Life Worth Remembering. There it is. Found it. The 7X remix. So let's maybe turn this up. Make sure you guys can hear it. I don't know if you want me to play something in the foreground or just watch my face. Do some finger puppets. Right? It's just like right? Lots of fun stuff. Okay. You want to hear it? I'll play it. I will. It's 4 minutes, so it's a little bit of time. And just kind of think about what's being said. Can we watch your butt? You could. I'm gonna play it. You guys are just able to watch my butt. I'm probably not for the whole time. I'm gonna be uncomfortable, like standing on my chair for that amount of time. So here we go. Oh, I'm still playing that. Play this.
As Bruce Lee said, the key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering.
Love Bruce
I know
Lee.
a lot of people struggle with self-worth, and I wish that there was an easy answer to tell you it is enough to simply be alive. That being a person makes you valuable and will give you the self-worth that you want. But what you know is that's bullshit. At the end of the day, you have to earn that self-worth. You have to decide what is a life that's worth remembering. What is a life that's going to give you that sense of self? What are you going to have to do to earn that? Because you have to earn that. There's no way to stumble and fumble through life hoping that it will somehow add up to something that makes you feel good inside. And
Everything he's saying here is absolutely true. Like, it's just, people can tell you all day long, every day, that you're worth it, you're good, you look fine, you're doing amazing. But unless you can tell that to yourself, it doesn't mean shit. It helps, but it's not gonna break anything, right? You have to believe it for yourself. Yes, that was my ass. Oh God, you are a dangerous person, but probably we could make it a way to redeem points. But that is something that is huge for me in terms of resonating. Like, it's just, you can't have people tell you you're good enough. You have to feel good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Through life hoping that it will somehow add up to something that makes you feel good inside. And at the end of the day, that is the only thing that matters. How do you feel about yourself when you're by yourself? When there's no distractions, when there's no noise, when there's nothing but the sound of your own voice in your head?
When you're not
What are you saying? Do you believe in yourself? Do you know you can do it? Have you put in the work? Because the reality is to become someone that you respect. It doesn't matter what the rest of the world thinks. You could very much have the love and adoration of every person on this planet and still hate yourself. That's the conundrum.
Depends on the
The only thing that matters is what you think about you. And the only way to get that, the only way to get to a life that is worth living, that you will judge as worthy, is to put in the work. It's to do the hard things. It's to look at what you really want, to be honest with yourself. What do you want? If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? And are you actually pursuing that? Or are you afraid of what others think? Are you afraid that you might fail? Are you worried that you're going to embarrass yourself? Are you worried that you will achieve glorious heights only to fall? Are those the things that govern your decisions? Are those the things that keep you small? Are those the things that dictate the life you live? Because if they are, you're that person that no matter how much other people love you, you're never going to love yourself. Because in your heart, you know you could be more. And there's something in us, all of us human beings, that pushes us to be the most we can be. I've heard it said that hell is to meet the person you could have been at death and realize you're not even a shadow of that person. And that heaven is to meet the person you could have been and to see yourself staring back at you.
Love that quote. Welcome, Infamous. We're in the middle of like a motivational track that people did want to hear. And we'll continue with things as we go through. But we're basically talking about motivation. And essentially this one's talking about just, no one can give you self-worth. You essentially have to find it in yourself. How are you doing, Infamous? Tell me more.
And if that's true, if that is the meaning of all this. That all the money and fame and recognition and adulation in the world doesn't mean anything. That the thing that matters is you have potential, and that you do something with that potential. You actually actuate it. That is the obsession of my life. How much of the latent potential in me can I actually manifest into something tangible? Remember, skills have utility. The only reason for self-improvement is to be able to do something with it, to create something with it. Whether that's a song or a building or a child, it's to create something that matters to you. And in doing that, in becoming the best version of yourself, then you're truly living a life worth remembering.
I don't remember if there's more. It could just be instrumental for the rest of it. This isn't one that I work out to, but this is kind of something I would probably play in the morning if I'm kind of just bumming around. Or just on the drive to work or something to kind of get me going into things. What if I really want to get better using, then go get better using a flamethrower. Why stop? Why not? Why? Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So back to my lo-fi. And back to not destroying ears with Spotify. So yeah, one of my favorite quotes, not the favorite, but it's just hell, you go and meet the person you could have been when you died, and you realize you're not even a fraction of that, and then heaven being you seeing yourself at your death and just be staring back at you. Because it's illegal for me to have one, is it? Is it really though? I swear I've seen a video clip of someone clearing their driveway of snow with a flamethrower. Give you that positive perspective. Yeah, bruh. But you do have to like pull it from yourself, you know? So just thinking about how that would destroy me. So again, using like my fear to help motivate me on the days that I don't want to do things. It's like I'll sit there and be okay, if I don't go today, that could turn tomorrow and the next day. Are you going to be happy with that? Are you going to be okay with that? What are you going to look like in 10 years of that habit, right? How are you going to feel in that time? Other things that I find that I can help me to focus on what I feel like after, like I said. Oh no, I mean, it's kind of the opposite of what I would feel like in a negative sense, what I feel like in a positive sense. Every time I come back from a workout, I always feel good. I haven't felt bad after a workout ever, right? How I might reward myself after. It's like, I did my workout today, so I can do this. I can laze about on my chair and just play games for 3 hours and not feel guilty about it. It's better that I show up and do a half-ass workout than no workout at all. Same thing apply to foods. It's better that I at least try to eat healthy, even if I don't go full healthy. At least I'm not out eating fast food. Other things that might help are my goals and how it might help others. You know, think about the goods and think about the bads. Both of them can help you. Failure is useful. Don't be afraid of it. We talked about that. But, you know, also be sure to practice safe exercise, safe failure, right? If it's a little bit too risky, how can you make it safer? There's another one I have about visualization. I don't remember. Oh yeah, this one. This is basically the exact thing I'm talking about. But instead of visualizing what you could have, where you could be, visualizing what happens if you don't do the things. If you want to listen to that, that's another one we can listen to. Those are the only two I have on the list today. So you let me know. In the USA, flamethrowers are federally unregulated and not even considered a firearm. No need for any tax stamps, weapons licensing, or even FFL dealer. Not surprised? I've seen vids of people with flamethrowers on YouTube and they're either weapons specialists or from Russia. Is that right? What makes you think it's just Russia, huh? Thanks. I'm going to go start fires. You're welcome. Hope you enjoy it. Don't kill people. Be responsible with your fires. Put it in a pit. You know what I'm saying? Make a fire pit. Put it in your barbecue. Make some food. Make it productive. You know, you don't have to just do it. You can make something out of it. America, where if we got invaded, people learn we all have flamethrowers. We got hockey sticks, does that count? Infamous, do you have any health-related questions? Last time, does anyone want to hear the discipline yourself visualization thing? If not, we will just move on. I don't know what the yes is for. You're gonna have to be specific. I say a lot of things within the span of 20 seconds. See, all the walking. There you go. I've seen Dogma. I would say so. Is it a movie? Is it a show? What happens in Dogma? Tell me more. Infamous, you didn't redeem your shit. I don't know if you were here or not. I don't know if he's absent or not now. But yeah, I find it's easier to motivate myself in the morning than it is in the afternoon, evening. It's easier for me to do workouts in the evening, but I find it's easier to motivate in the morning. It's easier to kind of get things done early and then just kind of have the day. It's kind of a blessing to get everything done first thing before 8 o'clock, before 7, before 6 a.m. If you get it done, you're just like, now I have the day. I can do whatever I want. Mark Wahlberg apparently starts his workouts at 3:30 a.m. in the morning. 3:30 a.m. You might just be going to bed. He's starting his workout routine for the day. Oh, let's put this back to what it was. Oops. Put that back where it belongs. That's what we're listening to right now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh fuck. I'm just screwing things up. There we go. I was bothered because it wasn't centered. That looks close enough to me. It's not centered. Let's go a little more. It looks better. We'll take it. I don't care. It's a Jay and Silent Bob thing. I'm down for the audio. Let's go. Does anybody else want it? Hydrate. Is that your redeem? Is that your $100 message? I always walk Loki in the morning as part of a fasted cardio and then go straight into lifting. Highly recommend. Henry Cavill does fasted cardio every day. He looks sexy as the Witcher and other stuff, but then he'll eat, get something before his actual workout routine. But it is a good thing to do. Fasted cardio, then going into lifting. Does anybody not want to hear this other track? Motivational track. Bam! Shit. Oh, I gotta go into that to find it. That's right. It's in the motivational podcasts. Yeah. It's good to have you here, my friend. It's good to have you here. Did I do that? I did put that there. You're good. But yeah, find it's easier to do it in the morning than it is in the evening. Find what works best for you, because not what works for me. What works for me doesn't work for you, right? It doesn't work for everybody. But you do need to spend energy in order to make energy. Tired every day, go do something, right? Go for a walk, go play a sport, eat your food, good food. Food is huge on energy levels. Proper sleep is good on energy levels. It's amazing how many people don't get good sleep. You know what? I do blame cell phones. It's terrible. You stare at it for like 2 hours. It takes a lot of willpower to do. To get out in the morning to do your fasted cardio, for me, it's right after work. It's a good time. If it works for you, do it, right? Don't stop. Don't change it just because, if it works, don't fix it, right? But yeah, every time I have like a day or two of fast food, I immediately get tired as soon as I eat it. I immediately get tired throughout the next day. Fast food is not great. It's not. But the days where you have no motivation, you're exhausted and have no energy, those are the days you have to work the hardest. Anybody have tips for what you do to get yourself to work on the days you don't want to? That's when you're motivated? Good. I know for me, the earlier the better. As the day goes on, it's easier for me to just be like, tomorrow, got an hour, All right, I'll play this one. It'll be the last one. It's 3.5 minutes long. No butt redeem, no butt show. Okay? Prepare yourself, gird your loins.
You know how many times people say things like, close your eyes.
Play some music.
Visualize with me. It's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. What does your house look like? What does your car look like? Imagine having a house with a swimming pool and it's a 4-story. You got elevator, you got this view, you got... Okay, that's great. But how about we do it in a different way? Close your eyes, go 20 years from now, and you don't do nothing. You stay the same as you are today. How many divorces you got? What happened to your family? How about the people that said you're gonna quit and they say, I told you so? Every single time you have to appease to their opinion becoming factual because you gave up on your dreams. Say, that's the real exercise. And if you're okay with that, keep living life the way you're living.
The reason most people fail is because they give up what they want most for what they want now.
And if you're happy with that, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's just put that across. This is a big thing about motivation and kind of improving your life. But if you're happy where you are, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing to be judged. But if you're not, something needs to change.
You don't have to work hard. You don't have to eat right. You don't have to sleep right. You don't have to do more than what's required of you. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. But you also don't have to win. You don't have to be a success in life. And that's why so few people achieve great things. Because they don't want to sacrifice. They don't want to discipline for some greater. So you see all these people that have great things in life that you look up to, it's because they were sacrificed and disciplined long before you ever knew them.
You got to get tired of losing. At some point, you got to be fucking tired of not being number one. And you got to fucking play angry. And I play angry. You got to work every fucking day. It doesn't end.
Because I'm pissed off for greatness. Because if you ain't pissed off for greatness, that means you're okay with being mediocre.
Very pumped up music.
I can't relate to lazy people. We don't speak the same language. I don't understand you, and I don't want to understand you. It's the fourth quarter. Once this year's over, you can't go back and add nothing to it. What kind of competitor sees the finish line slows down? Hear what I'm trying to tell you? Close, 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 close. Why? Because the world treats you different when you close. The world treats you different when you can finish, where much is given, much is required, but you're going to get the rewards. Rewards come after you work, not before. The only place where success comes before work is in a dictionary.
Love it. This is something I'd listen to work out.
That's what winners do. Losers are always looking for the excuse. Well, the winner looks for the solution, man. Why don't we put the energy into the dreams that can be? The reason why you're doing that, if you are, you're not working hard enough, you're not studying hard enough, you're not burning the midnight oil every night, which prevents you from staying awake in the midnight hours later in life wondering what it could have been. You erase that through all this payment, guys. It's free. You don't need to shoot up for it, you don't need to snort, you sweat for it. And then when you leave here, it's an abdominal will, it's been nurtured. You don't think about second place. You think about first, and then the legacy, and building the gap between you and every other person.
Those times when you get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway.
Yep. Gotta do it anyway.
It's not the destination, it's the journey.
The top of one mountain is the bottom of the next, so keep climbing.
Everybody's living off the hope factor. They hope the water's never cold. They hope the weather's good. I don't live off that hope shit. I wish the water's cold. I wish the rain. When the end is unknown and the distance is unknown, that's when you know who you are.
And that's the end of that track. I have playlists of this, guys. I've got multiple playlists. So if you ever want something like that for your workouts, just hit me up. I'll link it. I know Infamous has still got a link, and Kitsu, the indoctrination theory. We will talk about that going forward. Right? Yeah, like I don't know which line you said was fire for you, but like I will, like, this is probably a third of the time, this is the kind of the playlist I'm playing when I'm working out. And it just feels like I have a coach in my ear that's like, do you want to do this or do you not want to do this? Let's go, let's go, let's go. So let's see. It takes a lot of willpower to do. For me, it's right after work. It's when I'm more motivated. I don't even have fast food options here. Winning. Except when your sister comes around. Play some music that makes you want to move. That's like, I only know I've met one person at the gym that says they prefer having no music when they work out. Everyone else I know, they need that music, right? Find stuff that makes you want to move. Find stuff that kind of motivates you. Music to me is so important. If I forget my earbuds, I am pissed and I will drive back home to get my earbuds to go back to the gym. I blast music or have a shower to wake myself up. There you go. Cold showers are good for you, bruh. To actually fast, I dip my feet into OMAD. What is this? OMAD? Tell me more. I'm not familiar with this. Tell me, infamous. While maintaining keto. I have never done a keto diet. Meal plan. I typically try to do 100 push-ups in the morning unless I work a day shift. Then I'll just try to do at least a 20-minute workout. You're all about them push-ups, Mim. Can you do one hand yet? One hand push-ups? Nice. I want to know what line you felt was fire, hype was good, legit was just like shit, let's go work out, right? Destiny 2 DLC is on sale. Thank you guys for that information. We will make a note of it. Destiny 2 DLC on sale. Tech 9? What are we Tech 9ing? Is that what helps you work out? My dictionary one? The dictionary one. Oh, yeah. The only time success comes before work is in the dictionary. Yeah. It was all good, really hype. You're right, my sister ruins it. 1 meal a day. I'll eat all of my calories over the course of 1 hour and fast for 23. Dude, that is a long fast. Is that what keto is? I thought it was more about like what the meal itself was. But hey, I mean, if it works, it works. My ex eats only 2 meals a day, right? Fasts from the end of the night all the way till past noon. Gets a meal, gets a side going, and it works for them. I can't say I've given it a fair shot, but I wouldn't say it's what works for me. I need to kind of be more consistent through my day, personally. And I'm actually hungry right now, so we're probably not going to be that much further until we get there. Oh, good. We're making our way towards the end here, actually. I fast unintentionally all the time. And the more your body gets used to something, the better it gets at it, right? It's not going to be craving all the time. It's not going to be giving you headaches all the time. Anytime you change how you eat, it is going to take a minimum of like 3 to 4 weeks for that difference to start to take effect, right? If after a week you're like, man, it's headaches, it's horrible, it's not working, you haven't given it its full due yet because your body needs time to adapt to it. If after 3-4 weeks you still feel like shit, it's not a meal plan for you. It's not a format that works for you, right? If you're doing keto and you're still feeling like ass for 4 weeks, change it back to what you were doing. Change it to something different. Find something that works. If it works after 3-4 weeks and you start feeling good, you start, losing your weight, gaining muscle, then you found something that works for you. One thing for one person does not work for everybody else. Low carbs, less than 50 grams, 50 gram net. Okay, there you go. And it works for you. Keep going with it, right? Yeah. So I like to eat more consistently throughout the day, and it's kind of working for me. I'm just really not being consistent with my workouts at the moment. So the next question, unless you guys got something, like I said, if you got anything, just throw it in chat. Just throw it in chat, even if it's stupid. We've had many of those. It's not bad to ask the questions, even if they're stupid. Okay. This one I put after all this talk about motivation and all that other junk. Junk, he says. Let's do this. And there we go. There we go. That looks spacious and nice. Here we go. The next one. So, if you're feeling tired and weak before you start your workout, is it okay to let your body rest? Yes. 100% yes. There's a difference between skipping workouts and letting your body recover. So we may have spent all this time being like, push it, give yourself that energy, make yourself that motivation, go do it, I don't care, right? Get the work in. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't let your body rest. Rest is like the most important part about recovery and building. If you don't get good sleep, your results are going to suffer no matter how good your workout's at, no matter how good your eating is. You need your rest. Don't work out 7 days a week. right? In terms of like lifting weights and cardio. There's different ways to work out. You can focus on stretching. You can focus on a skill. You can just do some different things, right? If your body's feeling weak, if it doesn't feel good for the workout, it might need that time to recover more. If you work out too much, you can just, because like the whole idea about building muscle, for example, is you're literally tearing the muscle fibers apart because they're not sufficient enough to do what you're asking of it, which is what you're trying to do. You're trying to push past the boundaries safely. So what does it do afterwards? It needs time to repair. It needs time to build more. But if you don't give it time to repair, if you don't give it time to build more muscle, you're just going to keep tearing it down and tearing it down and tearing it down. And then suddenly you get weaker. You're not performing as well. You're not doing as much as you used to because you're literally breaking yourself down. Rest is important, right? If you have a routine, if you've been pushing yourself, you know, it's okay to take that extra day off. Sometimes it's fine. If you've been missing days out, you know, go for it. But again, if your body is telling you today is not the day, give it a listen. You know your body best. It's okay to take that day of rest. All right, this is where you build energy. This is where you build muscle. This is where you recover. I read somewhere that when Henry Cavill, who, you know, has played Superman, he's played The Witcher, he's done some other junk, you know, but those are kind of the two big ones from him. When he was training to build up his body for Superman, his trainer, first thing was like, you're going to be sleeping 10 hours a day. 10 hours a day, every day. Keep in mind, he's an actor, and like before doing the role, he's prepping for the role. He's probably got nothing really else on his plate. So he's got the time to sleep for 10 hours a day, to work out for 6 hours a day, right? Like, so anyways, like you're sleeping 10 hours a day because you need this time to recover. You need this time to rest, to build more energy. And at the time, he was more lean than he was big. Right, he's got the luxury, you might not. And a lot of times actors are also trying to get this done within 3 months, 6 months, within a year. They have to get this particular physique. We don't always have that luxury, and I'm more about functional fitness. So you have time. You're trying to get your fitness in a good place over your lifespan. You don't need it tomorrow. You don't need it in 6 months. Give yourself that time to progress. You can absolutely get there. You just might not get there as fast, and that's perfectly fine. Right? There is no end goal. If there is, that's when you're dead, because that's when the only time you really need to stop. It's okay to rest when you're tired. But sometimes I might even just recommend just go move. Move doesn't mean exercise. Move doesn't mean a 3-mile walk. We could just be literally, as I'm sitting in this chair, just like doing rotations with my foot, right? And when I say that, I'm saying like, oh God. And if I'm just doing rotations with my leg, I could just be doing this under the counter, just rotating the joint, just keeping things moving the hip, doing some shoulder stuff. It doesn't have to be huge, right? It could just be playing with my hands, pretending I'm doing drums. Just moving makes a big difference for your body. It doesn't have to be a workout. It's like oiling your car or greasing the hinges of a door so it stops squeaking. What do we got? Infamous, using no way as way, having no limitation as a limitation. Bruce Lee, one of my favorite quotes. Bruce Lee is amazing, dude. I love everything about Bruce Lee, and he accomplished a lot. He was very strong while being very lean. Right, he had a lot of power. He had a lot of control. That's such a big thing. Hope the stream is going well. Magatha, you need a shout out. Wait, did we shout out Infamous? I feel like we didn't, so I'm gonna do it again. Even if we did.
You guys good? Did you guys scare any creepers away from me? Did you guys
Never
scare
scaring
any
the creepers away.
from me?
Nah, keep them local.
Well, back to mining. Yeah, but that was terrifying. See, I hated that. And I couldn't talk to chat because I was terrified and I was trying to survive. Oh no! Oh no!
We sent the creeper. He went boom boom.
We will be back again tomorrow. Here is the
seconds.
Always,
dude. Source local creepers only.
We'll see you guys then. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Did you come back? Please don't tell me this is 30 seconds of you ending. I didn't know if we were going to hear something in the background. Who made this clip, Infamous? Who made this clip? Please tell me you come back. Last second raid. Oh, is that what this is? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
This is awkward. Kaze, thank you for the raid.
That was all Kaze's fault. Jeez. How far did you get in Mass Effect today, by the way? Kaze? Did we shut you out? Let's shut you out again. Let's shut you out again. Memory's just not working. There's a lot we talked about.
Looked weird and didn't make
Oh no.
Yes. Did you run Dix over?
You were
I've been waiting all stream for that.
Asshole.
Just yes. Now I gotta fucking walk.
You finished the Thorian mission? God, that one's such a hard one on Insanity. I hate it. I hate it. Perfect timing. Yeah. Could save that one. I don't know if I want to run much more than 3 hours. I would enjoy playing some games. Only have Vermeer now. Dude, you progress so much faster than I'm progressing. You're gonna be done the third one by the time I get even through the second one. Oh God. I don't know. Do you guys want to keep going? Do you have more questions? Should we save the rest for the next one? Do we want a second episode of this? I'm surprised we've had as high a view count as we've had all the way through this. It is my birthday. I do want to eat some food, maybe some more cake, play some games. I do need to figure out what I'm doing for my Instagram post for my birthday though. It's still kind of a big, I don't know, maybe, maybe not, maybe, maybe not. Let's see.
Could I speak to the drug dealer of the house, please?
Kitsu, are you enjoying that? Eat all the cake. What you do? What you want to do, right? Let me just send these really quick. See what happens. All right. Toxic waste. Let's do it, brah. It was 2 days in a row at 4 hours apiece without doing side stuff. Right. I know I do all the side stuff, but then I get all the exercise routines and stuff too, and blah, 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 blah. I get distracted really quick. Wrap things up, continue next time. I really just want to hear the next stuff too. The other questions that I have still on the list are something about the difference in push-ups and proper form. We've got footwear. We've got the motivational stages of readiness. It's actually about it. We're right about at the end. But they're both somewhat larger. Oh yeah, that will be exciting to see you play the other ones. Dude, get it in my mouth. Here we go. Made it in my mouth. Got it. It's really sour. What flavor was this one? What was this one? Orange apple? That doesn't seem right. Oh, it might have been this one. That tore up out in a bit. Raspberry lemon. That seems right. That seems right. You know what we didn't do? No, we did do. We did do. We shouted all the people out. Blair Witch. You were playing Blair Witch, Infamous? What is going on there? Why were we playing the Blair Witch? Were you the Blair Witch? Did you ask her to play with her first? Oh, that's going to be interesting. There's a lot of people here for it. Are you saying you want to do it now, or are you just saying for like the weekend? I have been wanting to do another round of Phasmo. I could be convinced to stream it right now. What would you say? Is it scary? Is it spooky? Yeah. I'm trying to not be busy this week. I don't know. Low-key debating not even doing Sunday, just so I can like chill. I did get my couch so I can play my PlayStation 5 without sitting in my chair all day. Even without Halo, yeah. I'm actually kind of glad. I was debating calling that off regardless. Just so I could have all of tomorrow off to A, do taxes, and B, just play whatever the shit I want. Hey Kaza, you want to drop a link to our Discord? Because now I'm going to try and get more active about this too. We have a Discord. I mean, he has a Discord that he had the generosity of adding me into to kind of share the space. So, jump in, have some fun, do some things. I feel like a lot of you are already here. I just want to play, man. I just want to play. I don't have it set up yet. That's why I asked you to link it. Because I don't have it set up. Otherwise, I would have done that. Not so much spooky. There's a dog that follows you through the whole game. Oh my god, that would be so relieving to have a dog. Just like as a protective buddy. You know what I'm saying? Such a relief. What's up, Val? Is it because I said so relieving? I kind of feel awkward about that. Excuse me. There it is. Discord. Where we're kind of sharing fun times. We just implemented a food channel so you can share all the delicious things you eat. I should take a picture of my cake and put it there. I just joined. Welcome. Much excited. I don't know. Does anybody here want to play Phasmo right now? Texan Panda! Yes. The KFC / Argus Club. Thank you for the creepy child at the same time as Leroy Jenkins. I don't think my game is up to date. I don't even know if mine's up to date either. Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Let's take a look at my library. Oh, that can stop. Yeah. Among Us is cute. Devour is cute. XCOM 2 is cute. Phasmo is apparently updated. What was the Cursed Possessions update at the start of March? Texan Panda, welcome. We're actually kind of at the beginning.
Alright, let's go.
Has top billing. Welcome, Texan.
More fire than Panda's throat.
This looks like Pokemans. You've kind of come towards the end of the stream. Unless we play Phasmo. Find a Bert to appreciate. A Bert?
I see something.
Thank you for coming.
I see something. It's good.
Night, ma'am. I don't know what a bird is.
Oh my god, it's a Charizard.
Hey, that's
Oh,
dope.
the Charizard pack actually had a Charizard.
Dude, I love Charizard. I love Charizard. Oh, yeah, top billing. I appreciate it. Not going to talk. I'm also fine with that. I don't have it, rip. I hate Charizard. Siren, I'm not playing with you. You've lost your privilege. Nah, you're good. You're fine. My computer would die if I tried to run Phasmo. Yeesh. That's unfortunate. Oh, happy birthday. Find a birth to appreciate? I'm confused now. I like the monetary value of Charizard. I just like Charizard, period. Was that like an actual thing or was that a game? I wasn't looking overly hyped. So he's an overhyped fire lizard. You're an overhyped lizard of fire breathing out of your butt. Because you had too much spice. Yes. I don't know. If there's no one else, I will probably just call it and we can raid out. Maybe do a little Phasmo over the weekend. Find some people interested in it. What is this? I'm requiring Discord to start. Oh, that's exactly what. What's happening in flight team? Why is there oh wait, support height. It's not the same as appreciation. That's right. Adventure building, world talk, intrepid. Gem! I've never rated Gem. That would be a pleasure. I don't know if I've done Smithy ones. Oh my god, there's so many people up. Bearded Snowman! Fuck, we've never rated Bearded Snowman. I have to. He's rated me so many times. Phasmo Friday. I'd rather do Saturday, but me. Gem's not live. Damn. Well, I mean, we'll do Bearded because Bearded deserves it. I could do both. Is there something? Is there Among Us in flight team this weekend, Kaze? You have to raid him. Yes, right. I have to raid the Bearded Snowman. I've been waiting not to follow him so I can follow him live on stream. It's been such a thing. Maybe we can I don't know. We could organize an Among Us. I haven't done Among Us in so long. Is in flight? Oh god. Among Us on Saturday? I could do a Saturday. I could do both. We could do like maybe like a Phasmo before or after Among Us. Oh right, I didn't write Kaze's name down for this. But if you guys enjoyed this stream, I can absolutely do another one. Another Fitcast, Healthcast. Among Us, you say? We could see. Saturday I might be game. I remember I was talking to my company about a meeting. Counter Guardians Roundtable on Saturday. When is it on Saturday? Jeez, so much is going on. I guess I could look. I don't know what it is. Is there an Among Us channel or is it just under looking to play? No, it's not under looking to play. Commissions, announcements, game nights. Game nights? Rules. Assign roles? Where do I find this? There's a Minecraft 7 Days to Die looking to play. I don't know when this is, guys. I don't know when this is. Let me type this out. Raid the Bearded Snowman. I think he's TV. Yes. 600. Oh, I put 6,000. Jesus. Oh my god, he's playing Subnautica. Will we make a new fish friend? Still 1% already. The Bearded Snowman TV. Let's copy that. Just paste that right here. There we go. Same. I could play once, but I'm terrible about it. You know what? If you join the Discord, we'll talk about it for Saturday. I don't know what's going on, but we'll figure it out. I have some stuff to figure out Saturday as well, so we'll talk it. In the meantime, let's get ready for a raid. If you have any more questions about fitness, mental, physical, health, nutrition, philosophy, general philosophy, you can drop it in the chat. You can drop it in DMs. You can find it in the Discord channel, and there's an actual text channel where you can drop questions and stuff, and I can talk about it later. Just checking if the following are still available for Among Us on Saturday, April 2nd, starting at 2:05 EST. It was in the verse, even though it's a flight thing. The verse? What's the verse? I don't know what the verse is. Oh, damn, he's on pause. He'll be right back. Well, we're gonna have to hold up a minute on the raid. Is there a verse section? Announcements, game nights, rules, assign roles in the universe, media, pet pigs, music, memes, ranks, server suggestions, Minecraft, main chat, introductions, bot commands, lights, cameras. I don't know what this verse is. Who's exposing themselves on stream? How about fitness Irishman in your behind? I don't think that's ever happened. I see. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. If it's a 5 p.m., maybe we'll do like a late night Phasmo thing. Let's talk about it. I feel like it's a little late for me to get in on the Among Us, so maybe we'll just organize an Among Us in the future. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm super saying, bitches. Okay. So we gotta I gotta keep you entertained, but before we can raid. See, I can't get these rings together. It's crazy. And then I just put it behind my head and it's like, wow, magic trick. Wow, it's gone. We gotta occupy until he gets there. I'm just the saying. 1v1 me in Among Us, bro. I don't think you even can do 2-person Among Us. I think at minimum it has to be 3 people. I have raid at midnight, so anytime before that, I'm down. You raid. Are you talking about Destiny? 10 push-ups. Catch these imposter cheeks. Wait, hands, hands, hands! Too late. What's late is played. We're catching cheeks. Okay. 10 push-ups. Let's figure that out real quick. Do some push-ups with me, bro. Brosifs? What are we gonna do it? We're gonna do it here, or we're gonna do it in front of the couch? Say hello to my couch, dude. I'm so hyped. Dude, it looks so good in my space. Well, we can do it on the couch. Let's figure it out. We're gonna go fist down. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're gonna put our feet on the armrest. Let's go. That doesn't seem too good. I was feeling it. Wow, this is... Oh, did you beat Endwalker? No. Welcome to my couch. You know what? You can't see me from here. Let's fix that. Gonna load this up. Welcome to my couch. It's not the casting couch, no. Oh god, it's so bright. Okay. This person told me to go with the risque birthday post. I'm thinking what I might do is make that one a story and then do the other one as the post. I didn't beat Endwalker yet in Final Fantasy. I did 20 just to 1 up next. Well done. I'm so proud of you. How come it wasn't 60 though? That's the trainer in me talking. I got the last 13 quests to do, I believe. I am still uploading the videos to YouTube. Oh god, this is the ghost one. Okay, I can hear this one. Because it wasn't a plank. Yeah, that's right. You almost need some down lamps. Some down lamps. Some lamps pointing down. Is that what you're saying? Dude, can I no, there we go, we go that way. You keep it nice and straight. Ooh, disappointment. Yeah, screw it. I got me like lamps pointing down. My face. Okay, Bearded is up, so we're ready to raid. Let's talk Phasmo on Saturday. I might do some Outlast before Phasmo, depending on how things feel. And that way we'll do a little single player, a little multiplayer. It'll be all kinds of funness. Like I said, if you got questions, shoot them in the Discord, shoot them in chat, shoot them at me in general, DMs, what have you. And we'll make up a second Healthcast, episode 2. Or we'll just be stuck at episode 1 forever. Thank you guys. I really appreciate everything you've done. All the bits, all the subs, all the donations. Jesus. But yes, it's been fun. I actually kind of enjoyed this. I don't feel nauseous at all anymore, but when we started, I did. And let's, okay. I guess I'll save this as it is. And this will get uploaded to YouTube at some point, so just always around and doesn't get lost. Let's raid Bearded. So you know how this works. Gird your loins, because in order to die with glory, you must first fight with honor. We're gonna send all the emojis, all the hype, all the excitement. Thank you, Mom, for the birthday celebration. Mangward hype. Yeah, I'm feeling incredibly tired actually too. I didn't get to nap after my massage. I was a little bit disappointed, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So let's send all the hype, all the happiness, all the excitement, everything we got, the motivation. Let's drill it into him. He's gonna have a good time. It's about time we rated the bearded snowman. Also, do compliment his beard. It's absolutely amazing. And without further ado, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys so much. This was amazing. I don't know what I would be doing if this didn't happen. There's no stream without you guys. Scream in excitement. I almost don't want to leave you guys, but we'll save it for another night. We'll save it for another night. Thank you guys. Truly.